And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on KTAK and WYO Today Media. It is another fabulous night of Riverton High School basketball as Jackson comes to town. First up will be the Lady Broncs and the Lady Wolverines. Tip-off in about 13 minutes. Of course, this is a rematch from earlier in the season, and we will play them one more time down in Jackson. Of course, rematch from the second night of the Stranigan Classic here in Riverton. Pit the Riverton Lady Wolverines and the Lady Broncs against each other. Final score there, 44-30. Riverton was led by Talon Leesburg, who got a season high of 15. Timbry Mathill finished with 12, and Tatum Tyra with 9. Of course, Tyra out with the ACL tear. Big thing on that night, Riverton shot 37.5% in the first half from the field, 70% from the free throw line. And as far as scoring for the Lady Broncs in the first matchup, it was Allison Burcham finishing with 9, Zoe Bosch with 8, and then everybody dropped to like 4 and 3. Of course, the field goal percentage, especially in the first half, is where Riverton did in Jackson. Lady Broncs only 3 of 20 from the field in the first matchup, and only 33% in the first half in the free throw line. In addition to that, Jackson Broncs had 32 turnovers to Riverton's 17 in the first matchup. When we return, we're now joined by Austin Beck-Doss on camera and color. Austin, how you doing?
I'm good, Kevin. Nice to be here with you. Looking forward to watching a couple good Riverton basketball games this afternoon.
And he just said more words than Connor said all season. So when we return, we'll break down the Jackson Lady Broncs here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to the Hamden and Sweets pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines, joined by Austin Beck-Doss. Austin, I think this might be our first basketball game together.
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, that's true. I didn't realize that. We've done soccer and maybe a football game.
Yeah, I think we did maybe. I know we did a little baseball.
Yeah. First basketball game. I'm excited. I haven't had a look at either of the Wolverine teams yet this season, so still getting to know strengths and weaknesses, but I'm excited to see it live and learn, see what they've got going in this kind of early midpoint in the season.
All right, as we take a look here on the Hamden and Sweets pregame show at the Jackson Bronx, they come in with an overall record of 1-8. Of course, they lost to Riverton earlier in the season. In fact, their only win of the season came against Century, Idaho on January 4th, a game that they won 39-34. They've lost to East badly, to Riverton badly, Central badly, Teton, Idaho badly. You're getting the drift. South Fremont, Idaho, Highland, Idaho, Kelly Walsh, and Natrona. And Natrona was their last game they played coming in this weekend on the 18th. They're a team that does not score a whole lot. They're high for the season, 39. They come in shooting 27% from 2, 18% from 3, and a paltry 43% from the free throw line. They are led in scoring by Gia Marilyn Garcia with 15 points a game, and they're only averaging 25.6 on the year, so she has the vast majority of those points. Top rebounder for the team at 5 a game is Madeline Holland. Only 1.2 assists per game by their leader, Zoe Bosch. She also leads the team in steals with just under 3. It is a team that turns the ball over in mass at 28.6 times per game and only forces 17.1. About one of the few things this team does extremely well is they don't get in foul trouble, only averaging about what seems to be the conference average of about 18 per. As we take a look at your Riverton Wolverines, they come in at 2-9. It has been a team that has been injury bug bit. Of course, Tatum Tyra out for the year with an ACL tear. A good chunk of the James Johnson Winter Classic. We saw Carson Vosica, Tatum's replacement, was out for 2 of those games, or 2 games in about a third of a quarter. We've seen Lexi Taylor go down with a brief injury, and this team just has not been able to kind of figure out completely its way. It's a team that has improved year over year, Austin, but they still can't get past that one run or 2 they give up in a game and the panic that sets in. This is basketball. Bad things are going to happen at times, and they just can't get over that kind of mental hump of, okay, let's not panic and let's keep it within. Because Green River, who a lot of people think who can win the western side of the regional, really, when you look at outside of that one area of time, Riverton was with Green River the whole way.
Yeah, it seems basketball teams at every level, teams that are good anyway, find a way to pull off wins when the chips are down a little bit, and it sounds like that's something this Riverton team is struggling with. So hopefully that develops further over the remainder of the season. Sounds like on the technical and talent side, they've got some things going.
They do, and the biggest thing for this team will probably be, especially with them being injury-bitten like they have been, is not a senior on the team. Riverton comes in with 32 points per game. They're led by Taylor Leesburg. She averages 8.3. Right behind her is Timber Mathill with 6.6, and then Carson Vosica with 5.9. Especially impressive of the freshman Vosica when you consider the fact that for the first several games, well, not several, I shouldn't say, because Tatum went out pretty early, but for a while there, she was not the starter. Leading the team in boards is Lexi Taylor, as you would expect, with 4.5. Assist leader is Taylor Leesburg. Steals leader is Timber Mathill. From the field, from 2-point land, Riverton not a good 29%. 3-point actually lower than 2-point, but at the same point in time a little bit better looking as far as 26%. And unlike years past, this Riverton team really struggling from the free throw line at only 53% on the season. We've got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left until tip-off. When we come back, it'll be time for the Ranger Keys the Game here on Wild Today, 93.9 KTAK.
Proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Real simple. Get Ranger Keys the game here tonight, Austin. Do what you did the first time. Take smart shots, don't turn the ball over, and let Jackson do what they have a proclivity to do, which is turn the ball over. Do all that, you're 2-0 against the Bronx.
Yeah, it's helpful when you've played a team before and you know how to beat them, and if you can recreate that, especially at home once again, it's a good game plan to stick to, and hopefully they can do that and get that third win of the season.
And a reminder, this is kind of different. Usually we'd be in Jackson, it'd be a Friday night, or we'd be here, and then the next night Star Valley would be here or something of that nature. This year, a little bit different. We're at Jackson tonight on this Thursday night. Then you can join us on 93.9 KTAK for a game down in Afton against Star Valley. It will be the return of cameraman Connor along with myself at 3 and 4:30 live from Star Valley. So that is the Ranger Keys to the game as Riverton looks to get back to some winning ways. When we return, it'll be time for the Sutherland starting lineups here on WYO Today.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, Thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to KTAK 93.9. It is time for the Sutherland starting lineups. Trying to make sure we got everybody here, and I think we do. First, for the visiting Lady Bronx, it'll be number 0, Ari Fowler. Number 2, Olive Furmanek. Number 13, Allison Burcham. Number 21, Lucille Webb. And number 25, Madeline Holland. For your Lady Wolverines, it'll be number 2, Carson Vosica. Number 11, Talon Leesburg. Number 4, Rylan Brown. Number 22, Lexi Taylor. And number 23, Cambry Mathill. Of course, Riverton led by Coach Bosner. Jackson led by Coach Bingham. We'll be right back with the tip-off here on WYO Today and KTAK.
A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And here we go. Tip-off is won by the Lady Bronx. They are in black, and it looks like orange. Of course, me being the colorblind fool that I am, it's going to be immediately stolen, though, as they enter in the front court. Riverton looking to break. Leesburg brings it across. The Riverton, of course, in their white and red with black accent. They are going left to right on your radio dial. Taylor to Brown up at the top of the key. She looks inside for Taylor. Pass is deflected, taken on the ground, and stolen away. Each team now with a turnover here with only still 7.5 left in the first. Bringing it up, number 21, that is Webb, is going to get a cut off by Taylor Leesburg. They're going to say she got too much hip into it, and that will be the first team foul. First foul against Leesburg with 7:28 to play here in the first. Inbound is to Fowler in the backcourt. She'll bring it in the front court and just throw it completely out of bounds. That's second turnover for the Lady Bronx. So far, Austin, just 3 turnovers in 38 seconds.
Yeah, a little bit of jitters out there, perhaps, for both teams. Still settling in.
Leesburg bringing it across midcourt to Brown, now to Taylor on the right wing. She has it deflected away, picks up. Looks for Vosika in the corner. Now out to Brown back on the right wing, and she'll dribble it out towards half court and back up and reset the play. Brown looking to go right, cut off by Holland. Gets to Leesburg, looking inside to Vosika. She puts it up too hard, no good. Rebound by the Lady Bronx. Quickly into the front court is Webb, looking to break, and she's going to throw it away. It's going to get deflected by Brown, and then they're going to say last touch by Jackson. So Jackson's had the ball 3 times, 3 turnovers. Not off to a good start if you are a Lady Bronx fan. Inbound is to Brown, who will bring it over the center stripe, going to her right to Leesburg. Back to Brown, who cut down towards the corner. Looking inside for Vosika on the baseline. Back out to Brown. Brown for 3, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Bronx.
Yeah, still no score. Kevin, that 3 attempt had nice shape on it, but was just a hair long and bounced off the rim.
In the corner, it'll be Taylor, inbounding. Vosika pops through a screen and open now back up top to Rylan Brown. Brown going to her left, gets it to Mathil. Mathil looking to drive to the free throw line, and she's going to get called for a travel. So neither team really off to the start they probably wanted. 3 turnovers for Jackson, 2 now for Riverton. It'll be Lady Bronx side out as they bring it up over midcourt. Webb going to her left for Furmanek, and she's gonna look inside and throw it right to Riverton. Riverton looking to break. They lose control of it, and now we go to the ground, and we will have a jump ball, which will stay by possession arrow with the Wolverines. Looking to inbound is Leesburg. She's having a hard time. She finally gets it in to Taylor out past the 3-point line, who will hold it and wait for Leesburg to make her way out to get it. Now going to the right to Brown on the wing, corner to Leesburg. Now looking into the paint to Taylor. She puts up a wild one. They're going to say she was fouled on the ground before the shot. Foul is against number 2, Furmanek. That's her first, team first. Taylor inbound into the paint. It throws away for a second, and then we're going to get a foul on the floor. Foul is against number 21, Webb. That's her first, team second of the quarter. That's why it was almost taken away. 5:48 to play, no score. Inbound to Brown. Brown looking to drive, has a look, puts it up, and one!
Rylan Brown.
A nice way to start the scoring, Rylan Brown. We'll get a chance at an and one opportunity.
Yeah, nice work from Brown, just driving through traffic. And the build-up from Riverton throughout the last minute or so was feeling more patient and promising.
Rylan Brown averaging 3.5 points per game, has a chance to get close to that right here. Free throw on its way and good. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. I was going to say from the free throw line, she's only 44%, but she nailed that one, Austin. Jackson looking to set up the half-court offense up top to Fowler. Fowler's going to take it all the way, and Moses parted the Red Sea. She parted the Wolverine Sea, and just everybody ran away from it. 3-2, Riverton on top. Riverton quickly into the paint to Mathil. Puts it up, no good. Saved from going out of bounds by Jackson, but saved right to Riverton. Going to get Taylor from 15 feet and one. It's not every day you see a 15-footer for and one, Austin.
No, good shot. Stayed focused on getting the nice arc on it, even through pressure. And Riverton with 2 and 1 opportunities here early in the first quarter.
Taylor 53% from the line on the season thus far. It is on its way and gets it just to sneak over with a little bit of English. And it is 6-2 in favor of the Lady Wolverines. Wolverines now bringing out the press, easily broken though by Jackson. Fowler to the corner to a driving Holland, puts it up and good. Brown kind of assuming more of the ball handling, bringing it over the front into the front court here. Brown looking in the post for Taylor. Taylor drives, gets caught up, gets out to an open Leesburg for 3, no good. Rebound by Mathil. Mathil to Taylor. Taylor from 10 feet, good. Taylor now 2 for 2, has 5 points on the game, and it's 8-4 Riverton.
Yeah, Riverton getting some momentum going. So far, though, the Lady Bronx have managed to answer back, and they do so again on this possession. Shot from 3, no good.
That's a Keeney with the miss. Rebound is by Leesburg. So far, kind of one and done. Not a lot of offensive rebound opportunities for the Lady Bronx. Leesburg looking into the paint for Taylor again. She spins, puts it up. No good, but she will go to the line again. That's the first miss from the field, and she was absolutely hammered there, Austin.
Yeah, still got the shot away. Didn't get it to go that time, but another opportunity from the free throw line. Wolverines lead 8-4 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
So that is 5 fouls. They're going to say right now, I only have 3. I don't know how they got 5 on them, but it does mean they will be shooting the rest of the way. Taylor misses the first. She is now 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She's going to have a chance to get her 6th point of the day. And that would be, actually, this, if she scores here, she'll be over average this year of 5.7. No good. Rebound by Vosica, who's going to have it taken away. 3rd turnover of the day by Riverton. Bronx will bring it up over the timeline. Going to their right is Webb. Webb's going to take it all the way, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Riverton. Leesburg looking to lead the break. Long pass to Vosica. Vosica looking for Brown. It's deflected to Taylor, and they'll get out to Leesburg to reset. Leesburg drives in and is going to throw it away on a short pass. They were anticipating it. And Taylor comes out and absolutely blocks Webb, who is going in for the score.
Yeah, some real end-to-end basketball there. Tempo in the game is picking up, and a nice defensive recovery there from the Wolverines, number 22.
3:30 to play. Lexi Taylor with the block there, having herself a quarter. Inbound is to Akini. They're going to swing it around to Fowler for 3. Air ball, no good. Rebound is by Jackson, though, and she's going to get called for a double dribble. Akini just dribbled out of it, picked her dribble up, and then I think she knew it because she only took one more after that.
Yeah, that appears so.
5th turnover of the day against the Lady Bronx. And Riverton looking to substitute for the first time today as Aspen Gordon comes to the scorer's table. She'll check in next game, dead ball. Taylor looking inside for Vosica. Vosica gets it, puts it up on the low block, in and out, no good. Rebound is by Timbri Mathil, and she is going to get fouled in the process. Timbri will go 1 to shoot 2. Foul is against Burcham.
To the line for the Wolverines, 23, Mathil.
Mathil Austin on the season. Timbri is 66% from the free throw line. She is the leading free throw shooter for anybody who has more than 1.
Okay, well, she missed that one there. She'll have another attempt here in a moment as the Wolverines make a substitution.
I jinxed her. Me and Connor tend to do this quite a bit.
Never mentioned the stat before the shot.
Yeah, Timbri eyes up. The second one on its way. No good. That's 4 in a row missed by Riverton. 2 by Taylor, 2 by Mathil. Bringing up in the front court is Burcham. She gets harassed, and as you would expect, Aspen Gordon, who just checked in, and Timbri Mathil leading the way on that. They tie it up. It'll go to the possession arrow. Worst thing since peanut butter and jelly in the same stinking jar. The possession arrow will favor the Lady Bronx. Yeah, you'll get used to that. I hate the possession arrow. They go into the paint to Madeline Holland. She puts up a little mini hook up and good. She's 2 for 2 from on the day, and it's now 8-6 in favor of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Riverton in the front court, going to swing it somewhat around, and they get to Leesburg, and she'll back out and try and reset things. Going to try and make the word Jackson a little bit bigger for folks because it was smaller for when we were at Green River. And they're going to look inside the paint is Riverton, and it's going to be thrown away for their 5th turnover of the day. So neither team taking particularly care of the ball there, Austin.
No, both teams kind of struggling to avoid turnovers, but here comes Jackson now with a 3 attempt high off the glass, no good.
Very nice way to say that. High off the glass.
Very
it was
high.
very high off the glass. Rebound is by Riverton. Leesburg brought it up, gets it to Brown, who will set the offense with 1:50, and Riverton with 8-6 lead, 2-point lead here in the first. Going to Brown, the wing. She'll look to drive into the paint, puts it up. Good, Ryland Brown. Brown now with 5 points on the day. And it's 10-6 here with 1:30 left. And long pass by Jackson, and it's going to go out of bounds for the 6th turnover against the Lady Bronx. So with 1:30 left, Riverton will have the basketball. And trying to get a quick substitution, trying to bring in number 30. Of course, that'd be one of the ones we don't have on our roster. She didn't play against us last time, but we'll take care of that. Brown with it to Leesburg on the wing. Leesburg comes back up towards the top, is harassed, able to get the ball up, and we're going to have a foul on the floor against number 21.
So
that'll be her second.
The Lady Bronx playing some very physical defense in this first period.
Actually, very foul-happy defense, too. A little bit too physical. Let's see if Riverton can get their first free throw since Ryland Brown hit the first one. And, of course, Taylor Leesburg, one of the best free throw shooters on the team, would be one of the ones to do it. Castillo is the one coming in here. Thanks to Steve Peck for that. Second one on its way. Leesburg has been oddly not her consistent self much of the season, but now seems to have gotten it back. 12-6 Riverton. She nails both of them. 1:07, 6-point lead for Riverton. Castillo over to Webb. Webb, that's a horrible palming violation right there, Austin. But gets it to Holland, who gets it to Castillo. Shot up, no good from 15. Rebound by Leesburg with 50 seconds left in the half. Leesburg down the corner for Timbry Mathill. Mathill looking to back and spin, gets stuck. Now she needs help, out to Leesburg. Back inside for Taylor in the paint. Little mini hook up and good by Lexi Taylor. Taylor now with 7 on the day, and the lead stretches to 8, 14-6. Bronx find somehow a wide open look from 3, and Fowler nails it. Just somebody did not pick up their man on the defensive switch there by Riverton, and it leads to a 3 with 15 seconds left. In the front court is Brown, 10 seconds left to Taylor on the high wing. Wild hook shot, but rebound is by Aspen Gordon. Out to Mathill from 18, no good. Rebound is fought for with no time left. So Timbry Mathill with a miss and Taylor with a miss there. And so we go to the second here on WYO Today 93.9. It is 14-9 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on KTAK.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back here to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. It is 14-9 as we enter into the second quarter here. Riverton will have the basketball. Inbound goes for a couple of hands and then to Ryland Brown. Leesburg, now Brown, who'd cut over to the corner, near side corner. Brown looking to drive baseline, does, and she picks up her pivot foot. She couldn't decide if she wanted to pass or hold on to it for a second. Now that's 6 turnovers per team here with 7:40 left. Gordon will come out. She had started the second quarter, and Bosika will come in. She joins Brown, Leesburg, Taylor, and Mathill, I do believe. That is exactly who she joins. It is Rommel. Madeline Holland almost stolen on a pass to Rommel. Rommel from 17, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It will go over to Riverton, and we'll get the rest of the players out there. So you got Fowler, Rommel, Burcham, Holland, as I said, and who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. I said 4. Okay, maybe not. As Riverton feeds the post, and there is Taylor. She now has 9 on the day, and also she's had herself one heck of a first quarter in minute and 5 seconds. As Jackson feeds on a cut break to Margaret Holland. That's who I was missing. She puts it up and good, cuts the lead 16-11. But I was saying, Lexi Taylor having herself a heck of a start.
Yeah, and every time the Wolverines threaten to kind of pull away and get a run going, Lady Bronx managing to hang around so far. That big 3 right at the end of the first quarter cut the lead to 5, and now it's back to 5 once again. So the Bronx hanging in there.
Foul called on Lexi Taylor way away from the basket. Not on her, but on the person who's guarding her. That was Margaret Holland, her first team first. Riverton going to swing it to Brown. Open look for 3. She misses. Rebound by Vosica, who puts it up from 8 feet. No good. Bringing in the front court. Riverton now in their zone trap half court. Rommel gets it. It's going to shoot again. Air ball again. This time from 15. It goes out of bounds on the miss and over to Riverton. So not a good, really, second quarter start. Kind of starting to mimic the first one, minus the true turnovers. And Austin's now playing with the Zoom feature. That was one quick zoom out, by the way. Finding an open Rylan Brown, and she puts it up on the baseline, up and good. She now has 7. And it's 18-11. Jackson gets inside, put up, and answers yet again. 6 now for Madeline Holland. 18-13, 5-point game, 5:49 left in the first half. Leesburg with it up towards half court, now going to the right, screen by Brown. Out to Brown, who's wide open, look for 3. Good, Rylan Brown.
Nice shot, I was right behind that one.
Rylan Brown now with 10, 21-13. And a long pass as they got towards half court is going to go sailing out of bounds. 7th turnover of the day against Jackson, as Webb will come back in for them. And we're going to get a full timeout, it seems, by Coach, by 30 seconds, excuse me, by Coach Bingham of Jackson. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK WYO today. 5:31 left in the first half. I guess they're going to say she hit a 2 there, did Rylan Brown. So it's 20-13.
Must have been just a toe over the line from Brown.
Yeah, I thought it was a 3. It'll be a 2, so she's got 9 points. Riverton looking to feed the post there out of the timeout. Turnover is stolen away by Margaret Holland. Quickly into the front court. Long 3 put up by Madeline Holland. She's off target. Riverton will look to push up. They get down to the low post. Out to Brown. This would be a 3, no doubt, or in and out, no good. Rebound by Mathill. Mathill works her way in, puts it up and good. Timbery Mathill with her first 2 points of the evening.
Nice work underneath the rim from Mathill. Now here comes Jackson trying to answer back, down 9 points.
Over on the right side to Webb. Goes into the corner now, back out to Webb, and they're going to get Timbery Mathill. Put a little too much hip into that one. That'll be her first foul. Team first of the second quarter. And we're going to see Aspen Gordon checking back in and Kimber Mathill coming in for Taylor and Brown, respectively. Kimber Mathill, the younger Mathill sister, her first action of the evening comes with 4:39 left in the half. Inbound swung all the way over to Rommel. Looking to go into the paint, now back outside to Madeline Holland. Long two is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds and over to the Lady Wolverines here. I don't know if you sense, but it almost sense like Riverton's right at the precipice of potentially being able to break this thing open and maybe even open for good.
Yes, it's felt like that over the first few minutes of this second period, and not quite certain yet, but you're right, Kevin. It feels like this 9-point lead could last and get bigger.
Timbry with it now, has to go to Aspen Gordon, comes out to help her in the trap. Gordon bringing it around the horn, hands it off to Leesburg, who shoots a three, no good. Rebound is by Jackson, and they'll get it to Webb, who will briskly jog it up and throw to Fowler across the timeline. Fowler dribbles up, just feels it all, shoots the three, good. She now has 8 on the evening and reduces the lead back down to 6.
Yeah, another big answer from the Lady Bronx, as you were saying, just as it feels the Wolverines are going to break it open, can't quite do it yet.
Timbry loses control of it. No, they're going to say it was deflected away. It'll go out of bounds off Fowler and remain with Riverton with 3:35.
Returning from Riverton.
A reminder, if you're looking forward to watching the Lander Valley Tigers and Lady Tigers, they are about to get on board. I almost said Timbry. Taryn Debley is going to be with that call, and that'll be on 93.1 KFCW. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on YO Today, 93.9 KTAK.
200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
And welcome back, 22-16. Riverton on top. They've been on top the entire time, just unable to really put this game away. Out of the full timeout, 3:33 left now. Brown to Mathill. Mathill left all alone there for a second, looks to drive in after going around the horn. Nothing there, so she hands off to Leesburg, who'll go the exact opposite direction. And somehow Leesburg just parks everybody going to the baseline, puts in. She now has 4, and the lead grows back to 8. Webb with it. Webb looking to her right, now left. Now she's kind of in a bind. Gets it to Holland, Madeline Holland, that is, and they're going to get a foul, I think, on Timbry Mathill. No. They're going to say on Aspen Gordon. That's actually better because that'd been Timbry's second. Team second foul as Lexi Taylor just Lexi Taylor comes back in. She will come in for Aspen Gordon. Inbound is to Rommel, up, and that went about every which way it can be good and not be good. It went around, it hit the backboard, almost fell back in. Gremlins, I tell you. Gremlins are guarding the basket.
Ghosts.
Leesburg with it, goes to the right side now. Still, again, Riverton doing a good job of only allowing 1 shot, not a lot of offensive rebounds. To Brown, now back out Leesburg, left wing. Leesburg looking to go in the paint to Brown. Brown bounce pass, a bit dangerous to Timbry. Timbry looking to spin. Back out to Brown for 3. Good! Ryland Brown, dare I say now, career day, now has 12, and it's 27-16, out to an 11-point lead with 2:22. Quickly looking to answer, up and no good by, I'm trying to see who number that was. That was number 2, Firmanek. Misses the 3. Riverton eliminates any chance of the offensive rebound, gets back into the front court with 2:07. Brown picks up her dribble, now out to Timbry. Mathill Looks to drive, gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg, same spot for three, no good. Rebound is by Mathill, and it's going to lead to a jump ball, which will stay with the Lady Wolverines.
Substitutions for Jackson, 0. Fowler.
Fowler coming back in for Jackson, and Vosica coming back in for Riverton. And they'll say they want to inbound it on the complete opposite side because it'll make a difference. Inbound with 1:55 left. Riverton with a 27-16 lead, 12 points, largest one of the night. They get to Leesburg. She drives into the paint, picks up her dribble, puts it up, and one by Taylor Leesburg. She now has 6.
And really ambitious shot there from Leesburg, just kind of throwing it toward the basket mid-foul and got it to drop.
Second team foul, of course, it is shooting. Taylor will go to the line to shoot 1. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. She is, dare I say, 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. And she extends the lead to 14.
Love that confidence, Kevin.
30-16, minute 39 left. Jackson needs something in a hurry. Webb with it to the corner, inside to Firmanek, and she's going to get called for a walk. And the funny part is, as much as turnovers were a big thing early in the first quarter, they've kind of mellowed out. Now it's just Jackson can't hit shots, Riverton can.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. And Riverton now with the 14-point lead seems like they might be running away with it as they've threatened to do throughout. This time might be for good.
Taylor with it on the corner. She's kind of stuck, gets it to Brown. And I was about to say, you got to they call it a turnover. I was about to say, they've been calling that little extra hip check a lot, and it looked like Webb did get a piece of Rylan Brown. They say not enough, so it'll be turnover number 7 against Riverton, as soon as I said that about turnovers. And now on an interior pass, we go to the ground. We'll have a jump ball. This time it will stay with Riverton. It's because of the possession arrow. Worst thing since cheese inside of the hot dog meat prepackaged. Love cheese on a hot dog, not prepackaged little strip of it inside. What can I say? I'm a Renaissance man, Austin.
Yeah, I think I prefer my cheese on the exterior of the dog as well.
On the inbounds, there is going to be a foul called against Taylor. That is her first, team third. Comes with 1 minute flat left in the half. Webb will look to inbound. Going into the paint, wide open, and just can't finish is Madeline Holland. Again, no offensive rebound. Riverton comes away with it. Gets it way up top to Vosica, who's partially blocked. And away comes Jackson looking to break. They do not have numbers, and Webb will slow it up. Gets it to Margaret Holland. Looking inside, Madeline going to turn, spin, fire, no good. Rebound by Riverton, looking for a long outlet pass, and they just didn't throw it long enough. Intercepted by Webb. Be the 8th turnover of the day. They had a breaking Mathill there, but just not enough air underneath it, Austin.
Yeah, it actually hit the Jackson defender as she was
back of the head.
Yeah.
25 seconds left. Inbound by Jackson here. And they're going to drive in and just Red Sea parted again. Firmanek puts it up. That's her first 2, and it's a 12-point game with 15 seconds, 30-18 here in the first half. Brown to Vosica. She looks to go baseline, has to pick it up out to Leesburg with 6 seconds. Leesburg looking for Taylor on the inside. It's deflected by Margaret Holland out of bounds with 3.8 seconds left. It'll be Riverton basketball. They've got to get something in a hurry. Let's see if they go for the inside post or if they go for the 3. They look to get it inbound. It doesn't touch anybody. Mathill is unable to break through and get it up, and so that will be the half. Riverton with the lead 30-18. When we return, it will be time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show. Again, your score, Riverton Lady Wolverines 13, Jackson Lady Broncos 18. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Reggie's on TV. Yes, thank you, sir. I assume he asked if we were good.
Yes, he did.
All right. Well, that's Reggie Miller, the personal touch on the service there. We do appreciate it. And we are welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today and KTAK. As we go to the Ranger Printer scorebook, we see that Jackson's been consistent, Austin. They've scored 9 in each quarter for their 18. Riverton kind of close to that, 14 and 16 in the quarters for 30.
Yeah, Jackson trailing by 12, but not for lack of opportunities, especially in that second quarter. Definitely had chances to keep the score close to level, but struggled to be clinical and finish on several occasions.
And leading all scores as we go back to the Ranger scorebook is Rylan Brown with 12. Quite impressive of a night for her. Career night so far. Of course, she averages 3.5 points per game. And this would put her right now with her 12 as the 5th largest individual scoring output of the season already, tying Timbri Mathill against this exact same Jackson team. If she gets 2 more buckets of any kind from the field, she will have the high score for the year. Of course, Taylor Leesburg has that distinction with 15. Lexi Taylor finished the half with 9. Had 7 in the first, was out lightning tear. And it's not like she slowed down, Austin. She shot 1 time in the second quarter and scored a bucket, but they really haven't gone to her a whole lot in the latter part of the first half.
Yeah, and in the second half, maybe she'll get back active in that way, but maybe not also. With the 12-point lead and the way this game's going, Riverton may have an opportunity to get some more rotation going in the second half.
We don't have a whole lot of depth, but there's a chance, you're right, we could see Blumenshine, maybe Weber. I almost will bet a bottom dollar we'll see Sheltza. And I apologize to Kyra Sheltza. I always mess that name up, and it's sad because it's one of Cassie's good friends, our board op tonight. We, of course, want to thank her for getting us on the air, so I do apologize for that. Rounding out the Riverton scoring, Taylor Leesburg with 7 and Timbri Mathill with 2. For Jackson, they've struggled to get anybody really off the stride. Of course, we have not seen Ramirez here tonight. And I vaguely remember I don't remember if she was in the first one or not. I'm just going to flip back and see if she was. I don't see her with anything last game either that we played. So she is listed as having 15 points. Oh, that's her total. They had 15 points per game highlighted as well. She is not leading score. Leading score is actually, quickly going through this, Zoe Bosch. And Bosch tonight, we have seen her. She has not taken a shot. I do believe we've seen her, but she hasn't taken a shot. Fowler leads all Jackson scores with 8. She averages 5.3 per, which would actually make her the leading scorer. I'll get that right at some point in time. The sisters, Madeline and Margaret. Madeline with 6, Margaret with 2, and Fermanek with 2 as well. That's going to do it for the United States Marine Corps halftime show. When we return, it will be time for the third quarter here on WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
And welcome back. Third quarter starts now. Jackson looking to eat into that 12-point lead for Riverton. They'll drive it in the paint, and just like that, Fowler has 10. Great move by her. If you're not going to stop the ball, take it all the way. And Riverton looking to do the same thing. Mathill with a miss. Rebound by Leesburg. Leesburg out to Taylor. Taylor will take a three from there. Off the glass and no good. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson looking to break, can't do it. Now they find Fowler open for three. She hits it as Leesburg went to the steal. And there's quick 5 points for Fowler and Jackson. Next thing you know, it's a 7-point game, Austin.
Yeah, big start to the second half here from the Lady Bronx, immediately cutting the lead down to 7. And suddenly Riverton's going to have to focus back up as they miss a shot from just inside the 3-point line there.
That's Vosika from about 17. It will go out of bounds on the rebound attempt. And Riverton, Coach Bosner wants a 30-second timeout, and he is wanting them to calm down here. When we return, it will be more action from Riverton High School as the Lady Wolverines lead by 7, down from the 12. They led at half here on 93.9 KTAK.
Is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
And welcome back. Bosner wanted just a few seconds to try and relax the team. And let's see here if that worked. This is one of those pivotal moments where Jackson could get a nice run. They already got a nice one, getting even nicer ones. They go into the paint, put up, no good by Furmanek. Rebound by Riverton. Leesburg looking to push the action, try to get Vosika, instead throws it away. And it's going to go out of bounds. Good effort by Mathill there, but it will remain, will remain with Jackson. It is Fowler, Furmanek, Burcham, trying to get all the answers here. Fowler, Furmanek, I'll get it at some point. Who am I missing? Oh, of course, Webb inside. Wide open Furmanek, and she scores. And it's a 7-0 run to start. Riverton long outlet pass put up and good. By Timbri Mathill, she now has 4, and hopefully that will help quell this run that Jackson has been on. Quickly stolen away by Leesburg, and puts it up, does Mathill, and she is fouled. She will go line to shoot 2. Foul is against number 2. That is Furmanek, her 3rd, team first. Mathill 0 for 2 from the line today. First one is good.
Substitution for Jackson.
So it's back up to an 8-point lead now for the Wolverines after a totally different Lady Bronx team showed up here in the second half.
They bring in Margaret's sister, Margaret and Madeline's sister. Holland, Burcham, Furmanek, and Fowler. For Riverton, it will be what you would expect. Brown, Mathill, Leesburg, Taylor, and Vosika. And looking to go break the trap there was Jackson. They're going to throw it away quickly. Their second turnover of the third quarter comes with 6:03 and a 34-25 deficit as Mathill scored 4 points, 2 from the field, 2 from the line here in the third. Looking inside for Taylor. Nice cut. Taylor just can't finish it. Puts it off the side of the glass. Rebound by Jackson. Webb looking to push up on the far side. Turns. Goes inside to Holland and is stolen away by Ryland Brown. Good active hands, gets to Mathill. She's able to beat one. She's looking for Vosika on the pass, and it's going to be deflected away by Burcham and out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. 9-point lead, 34-25, 5:34 left in the third. Taylor looking to inbound. It's going to go out towards 3-point line. Mathill can't control it, but is able to get it to Brown. Brown to Mathill. Mathill drives in, puts it up. No good. A lot of contact there, Austin, but no call.
Back into the hands of the Lady Bronx, coming down through the center lane, and a shot from three is mildly deflected and blocked. Here comes Riverton again.
Leesburg on the break to Mathill. Mathill wide open from 15, no good. Probably could have dribbled in and gotten a better looking shot. Rebound by Webb, and Riverton picking up the full court press. Able to break through, at least for now. Burcham gets it into the front court. Picks up her dribble, loses control. Leesburg, everybody goes to the ground. It will be a jump ball. Should go over to Riverton, and it will. Rommel will now check in for Jackson. Riverton going to stick with its original starting 5 and a 9-point lead. Taylor into Brown. She'll casually stroll up towards midcourt and over the 10-second line, going to her left to Leesburg. Leesburg looking to drive. Dishes out to Vosika, who's open from 8. Good. Vosika with her first 2 of the evening.
Vosika with a lot of time to make that shot and did well with it. Perfect low arcing, too.
Stolen away as they were looking to set up the half-court offense. Almost stolen away again. Taylor to Leesburg. Good recovery there by Riverton. They'll get it to Timbry Mathill, who nice pump fake and just can't finish.
Ooh, nice movement inside there from Mathill.
Rebound by Jackson. They get it to Fowler, bring it up on the far side, out to Webb. Webb fakes a 3, now he's going to shoot from 19, no good. Rebound is by Jackson, put up by Margaret Holland, no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against Vosika. That is her first. Team first. Margaret Holland on the season is 50% from the free throw line. She does hit the first. So under the law of averages, she should miss the second one because she's a dead even 50% free throw shooter.
Well, let's see if that comes true.
Oh, no, I've talked to every team, whenever I talk about that, turns into the greatest free throw shooting team of all time. See? She hits the second one.
Got magical powers.
We make bad free throw shooting teams good just by the power of radio. 3:51 to go, 9-point lead by Riverton. Riverton has never trailed. Taylor gets on the right wing, looking to drive, gets stopped. Wild shot there from about 15. And Jackson comes away with it, looking to break. They get it, Madeline now over into the corner for Rommel for 3. No good. Rebound, we go to the floor again. Jackson comes away with it. Had a chance at an and 1, but missed by Margaret Holland. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against Aspen Gordon, who just checked in. That is her second, team second. Okay. Margaret Holland is 50% free throw shooter. Okay, there we get better. She's now sitting at 66%. She misses the front end with 3:25 left in the third quarter. Second one on its way, and now she's 50%. Now, but they get the rebound. One thing Riverton hadn't given up is Rommel with the offensive board puts it up and in. Back down to a 7-point lead, 36-29, 3:13 left in the third. Leesburg to Brown up towards half court. Brown sets it up, going to right now, switches back to her left. Hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg thought about a 3, thought better of it, drives in, finds Taylor, beautiful cut and good.
Nice bounce pass assist inside there from Leesburg.
Taylor now with 11. Quickly into the paint, and they're going to steal it, is Riverton. 5th turnover against Jackson, and they'll look to get to Mathill. They did. She stepped on the line. And on that one, I don't think, that's not, Leesburg has led her a little too far a couple times. That wasn't one of them. That one probably should have, I think it caught Mathill by surprise because it was an extra pass. Really not needed as Leesburg had a path to the goal. And we have a timeout by Coach Bosner. Comes with 2:41 in the third. Riverton's lead back out to 9, 38-29. Here on 93.9 KTAK and Wire Today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
All right, welcome back out of that timeout. That's going to be Madeline Holland. I'll spit it out at some point in time. She's going to get into the paint and shoot from the elbow. Good, 38-31. Riverton now is going to have it stolen away on the baseline, and looking to break is Jackson, and nicely intercepted by Mathil with 2:05 to play. And once again, we're at that magical kind of 7-point number.
Yep. This Lady Bronx team just won't quite go away. They're clinging on in touching distance here.
Yeah, Riverton can't seem to get any distance on that. At the same point in time, Jackson can't seem to get over that hump. Brown with it off the pick and roll. Nicely done. And good by Taylor. She now leads all scorers with 13. Back out to a 9-point lead, 40-31. Almost thrown away, and finally is thrown away as Jackson brought it haphazardly in the front court. Outlet pass to Timbri Mathil. She gets stuck on the elbow. Has to get out Taylor for three. Good! Lexi Taylor.
Big shot from Taylor there.
16 points by her now. And we are, dare we say, well, I know, we're in career high land. Swinging open to a wide open Burcham on the baseline, shoots no good, and Riverton come away with a rebound. Thought about breaking. Leesburg thinks better about it and goes to Ryland Brown as she crosses the center stripe with 1 minute to play. Over to Taylor. Taylor inside to Aspen Gordon. Out to Mathil. Mathil from 19, no good. Rebound is by Jackson. 45 seconds left. They get him to Burcham. Burcham, a long three, left it well short. Just grazed front iron. Rebound by Riverton, and they'll cross over half court with 33 seconds left in the third and a 12-point lead. Going to Brown on the right wing. Brown dribbles over across the horn here, around the horn, if you will. Switches on a crossover, puts it up, no good. And they're going to say foul on the floor. That kind of surprises me, actually. Foul is against Fowler.
Jackson foul.
Her second.
0, Fowler.
Team second. And Vosica will come in for Taylor here with 17.6 seconds left.
Yeah, Taylor just checking out for a break after that big shot for three to reestablish the 12-point lead for Riverton.
Vosica looking to get inbound. She's got to get in a hurry, and she can't move there. But it's going to be a 5-second call nonetheless. Third turnover of the day. No one able to get open, and no one really shown a sense of urgency to help her out there. Quickly into the front court, 10 seconds left, and it's going to get tied up because that's what Timbri Mathil does, is tie things up. There, she is very much a harassment for most teams, and it will stay on the possession arrow with the Lady Bronx here with 10.1 left in the third. Inbound is to Burcham. Burcham looking to drive to her right. Timbri Mathil not giving her any leeway. Has to go to Firmanek, and it's blocked on a shot attempt. And a long half-court shot by Leesburg leaves it well short. But, hey, you don't expect to make many of those. And at the end of the third, as we enter the fourth, it is Riverton 43, Jackson 31 here on YO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
It's proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Start of the fourth quarter, Leesburg with the ball, comes around the horn, loses control of it, turnover, number 4 of the second half. Break is going to be by Furmanek, and she walked. I feel kind of bad for her there. I mean, it's a bad time to pick it up. I think she was expecting more there, Austin, and just didn't get the defensive presence that she was expecting.
Yeah, you could see the disappointment, frustration on her face there. Not the best way to start the fourth period for a team.
No, it would be Rommel, Madeline Holland, Burcham, Furmanek, and Fowler for Jackson. It'll be Vosika, Taylor, Gordon, Leesburg, and Timbry Mathill, as a little give and go there goes out of bounds. Last touch by Vosika. So basically the Stars, with the exception of Brown, and Gordon's in for her, and I expect Brown will return any moment.
Looks like she's about to right now.
There we go. As if on command. Looks to drive, and yet another turnover by Jackson. Not what they need. Although they started out the third quarter very well, did the visiting Bronx, then answered by Riverton. It's like third quarter didn't even happen. They both scored the same amount. We entered the third like we did the first, ended the first half, 12-point deficit.
Yep, the Wolverines in a promising, relatively comfortable position here. Just need to maintain the tempo and pace to see this one out.
Vosika hands off to Brown, inside to Leesburg. She puts up good. Nice little give and go on the pick and roll. Pick was off the ball this time, so interesting little development. 45-31, Jackson gets a wide open look from Burcham. No good. Rebound by Riverton. Looked like Leesburg was going to go coast to coast. Last second, she bailed on it, curved out, passes to Brown. Over to Taylor. Taylor dribbles it around the horn, hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg has a look at three. She'll take it. Good. And now it's Leesburg who opens up with 5. She now has 12, and the lead has grown to 17 here with 6:15 left. Looking to drive, puts up and one. Kind of a cheap foul there that Burcham drew. Credit to her, but kind of that's when you're up 17 and the clock is your friend. Just let it go. Just let her have the bucket.
Yeah, that last shot from Leesburg was really nice looking three. She seemed to know it was going in from the moment it left her fingers, backpedaling confidently, and sure enough, put her team up by 17. But now Jackson with an opportunity here from the free throw line to cut it back, and it's no good.
No good after trying to get the old-fashioned play, but they're going to rebound the ball and put it back up. That's on Madeline Holland, who just was having a hard time from the field. No good. And Riverton comes away with it to Brown. She's going to dribble right into a three. Wildly missed there. She's hit her contested shots. The wide open one she just misses. And now we've got all sorts of chaos. And Riverton's going to come away with a steal there. 8th turnover of the day, Aspen Gordon. And then she's going to have it deflected and off of her for a turnover against Riverton. So in a span of a few seconds, chaos reigns supreme. But nonetheless, it is 48-33 here. Riverton with the 15-point edge. Fowler with it. Fowler over to Webb, who's checked in. Webb dribbles in from 10 feet, no good. Rebound is by Brown. Let's see what they get the foul on there as she went cascading to the ground. And foul is against Furmanek. Her 4th, team first. So this late in the ball game, the deficit like it is, probably no urge to get Furmanek out of there anytime soon like you normally might. And we're going to get a full timeout. Coach Bosner did not like something he was seeing. We'll take it with him. 5:24 left. 48-33. Riverton comfortably on top here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
From Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Well, Riverton's out of the timeout. Now here comes Jackson. 15-point lead. Riverton took the full timeout there. Leesburg looking to inbound. A little bit of pressure, but they do get it into Brown. Out of the timeout will be Timmery Mathil, Lexi Taylor, Ryland Brown, Aspen Gordon, and Talon Leesburg. Brown got Taylor now back to Brown. Brown to Talon Leesburg. Leesburg going to the right to Taylor. Taylor to spin and push in, and she's going to get fouled. That might be Furmanek's. Yep, that's her fifth. So she has been disqualified from this ball contest. And coming in for her will be number 50, Akini. We haven't seen her since the second quarter. Inbound is Leesburg. And she was trying to go straight up with it, and she just gets hacked from behind. Well, I shouldn't say hacked, probably shoved. That'll be against Webb. Should be her third. Team third of the fourth. Excuse me. We'll get it. 5:07 left since Leesburg to the line. First one is on its way and no good.
Just rolled over the top of the rim there from Leesburg as she looks to add to her total. I believe she's on 5 points for the game.
She's on 12.
She's on 12.
Leesburg 3 for 3 from the line. Previous to that, does make the next one.
Now
so
13.
4 for 5.
That was a test, Kevin. You passed.
I passed the math test. I'm so happy. 49-33. Almost intercepted by Taylor. Driving in, putting up a shot is Akini. She misses. Rebound by Riverton. Riverton still not giving up second chance opportunities to Jackson. Doing a good job on the boards. They find Leesburg wide open for three, and she bangs it home. And now she has 16, along with Lexi Taylor. 52-33 in the front court. Webb, and they're gonna get burnt to Ryland with that one, I think. Yep, Ryland with a shove from behind. Her first, team second. Aspen Gordon will check out here for Vosika coming back in. They swing it, get it to the free throw line to Holland, and Timmery Mathil able to get a hand on it, but they're able to get it away to Webb. Wildly off-target shot. Leesburg with the rebound, 4:20 to play. Leesburg brings up to Vosika, and Vosika up and down walk. She just gotta let go of that, Carson. She went up for it, saw that she was probably gonna get partially blocked, came right back down with it, went back up.
It's a nice near assist though from Leesburg, who's really heating up here in the fourth period.
Oh, and as soon as Austin says that, and she's had herself she's got 16 points on the day, and she's trying to complete the trap on the defensive side here, and she just comes charging in and nearly knocks her over. So Leesburg with her second, team third. So a little bit something to watch out for potentially is free throws. Webb looking inside, beautiful pass, up and good as she found Rommel. And you got to give these Jackson players some credit. They're still behind their team, even though they're getting shellacked at the moment, kind of.
Yeah, really sweet lofted pass over the top to set up that score for Jackson, 52-35. Now the score, Wolverines leading.
Leesburg looking to drive and is going to lose control of it. Turnover number 7 of the half. And quickly up, long three-pointer, misses everything by Akini. You can tell just the way she shot, not her shot. She's listed as a forward, she's more inside player, and just did not look comfortable to say the least. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Wolverines. Taylor, you can't do that after Taylor, second time tonight. For some reason, they haven't done it all year. Taylor walks where she can't walk. She steps over the line. Momentum just taking her where her pass. You got to pass it first, then go towards the ball. So, and immediately on the inbound, Jackson's going to turn it right back over. Leesburg with great hands brings it over. We are seeing Kyra Schultz for the first time tonight. And we're going to get a foul against Jackson. It looks like somebody may be a bit hurt here. It does look like Fowler's hurt. They're going to get Burcham in for her. Foul is against Fowler, team fourth. And we're going to have a full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:24 to play. Riverton on top by 17, 52-35. Here on 939 KTAK and WYO Today.
Deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And welcome back to KTAK and WYO Today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 17-point lead for the Lady Wolverines. That game well in hand at the moment. Of course, they won by 14 last time they faced Jackson, so they've increased their offensive output and only allowed a little bit more. Brown has it in her hands, stripped away. She looks back at her coach for a foul. He's not going to give it to you. Webb to Fowler. Fowler looking to drive in guard by Cairo, and it's going to go off the side. I'm going to be generous and say she hit the side of the backboard. I think she hit more the back side of the backboard.
Yeah, maybe the frame of it.
And I'm not exactly sure how that's physically possible. I guess Larry Bird could have pulled it off on purpose because he did that kind of stuff. But Brown brings it over, going to her left, inside to Taylor. Taylor puts it up. Oh, no good. By Lexi Taylor. Rebound is by Jackson. Long outlet pass. And stolen away first by Vosik and then by Schultz. And that's way too quick of a whistle, especially with the possession arrow. Schultz, you got to let him fight for a second or two. Let's see who's been in the weight room. Kyra Schultz obviously would have won that. Instead, we go to the possession arrow.
Yeah, it was pretty clearly in possession there by Schultz when the whistle was blown. So I happen to agree with you there. Quick whistle, but it's okay. Riverton can afford to
it's on the possession arrow, though. The worst thing since English peas became grouped with black-eyed and Crowder peas. They're not the same thing. English peas are awful. Inbound to Taylor. Taylor spins way too hard off the glass. I'll tell you, she'll be even more dangerous than she already is also. She gets a little bit more touch there in that 8 to 10-foot range. That range has eluded her. She's got the three. She's got the in close. Long three missed by Akini. And Riverton come away with it. Riverton firmly in control here. 17-point lead as we approach 2 minutes to play. To Taylor, top of the key, and she's going to get fouled by 25, Madeline Holland. That should be her third, and that is team 5. So we will go to the line. Will Riverton. Taylor looking for point 17 and possibly 18, but instead we're going to have a timeout before we do that. It is a full timeout here at Riverton High School. 52-35, 2-1 to play here on KTAK and Wire Today.
Doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And welcome back here to Wire Today at 93.9 KTAK. Timeout there in between the foul and Lexi Taylor going to the free throw line. She is 1 for 3 on the day. First one is on its way. Good. Talk because I knocked on wood.
Yeah, the Wolverines looking to push their lead up to 20 here. It's nice to see Coach Bosner during timeout still pushing his team to continue on, keep that momentum and tempo up.
We've got a bit of discussion. They have not put the points up. Referee came over. They gave it to the wrong team is what they did. And the second one is up and good. Hits both of them, does Taylor, and it's out to a 19-point deficit. Knocking on 20, as Austin just said. To Fowler. Fowler looking to drive in for Jackson. She dishes it out to Burcham. Burcham takes one dribble, puts up from 15 and good. Burcham now with 4 on the day.
Nice sidestep from Burcham to make some space for the shot there.
Long outlet pass to Mathil. She decides to do nothing with it, gets it to Taylor. And goodness gracious, good gravy. Madeline Holland just decided to run over Lexi Taylor there. Tried to steal it, so down by all of a sudden math failed me now. Down by 17. Jackson's decided they're going to send them to the free throw line with 1:37 left. Taylor, first one, left well short. I didn't knock on wood that time.
Still, there you go.
There we go. Taylor, about a 50% free throw shooter on the year. It's on its way and good. 3 or 4 in this quarter and extends the lead back out to 18, 55-37. Webb gets the long pass, almost loses it. That's a double dribble. They didn't call it. Gets it over to Fowler on the left side, back up top to Webb. Webb's going to lose control of it. Leesburg just beats her to it. Leesburg takes it all the way up and in, and the lead is 20.
Nice hustle there from Leesburg, who's had a standout fourth quarter.
And we have more timeouts. Never seen so many timeouts with the game being 20-point deficit with under 2 minutes. But we'll take it with them. Be right back. Riverton on top, 57-37. Here on Wire Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
All right, welcome back. That timeout makes a little more sense now by Coach Bosner as we're going to get, let's see here, we got Weber in, we got Kyra Schultze in, we got Piper Anderson. I'm guessing as soon as I can see a number. Yep, there it is. Van Fleet and Kimber Mathil coming back in. So Jackson's ball, they swing it over on the right side to Burcham. She looks to shake a player. She can't, puts it up, no good. But I do believe they're going to get Weber with a foul there. Let's see here. It'll be the 4th team foul. It is against Weber. Her first, team 4th. So nothing going to the free throw line. 1:01 left. Inbound by Fowler is to Rommel. Rommel up top to Webb, guarded by Schultze. Gets it to Burcham. Burcham, 15-footer, and it is good. She has 6 now, all of them coming in the 4th quarter.
We're into the final minute. Nice shot there from Burcham. Had a lot of time to set it up for herself.
Anderson looking to dribble. She's going to lose control of it, and it's going to go to a jump ball where it will go to the possession arrow. The worst thing since pre-crustless bread. I'm running out of things to say.
I was waiting for one. You hesitated a moment there.
And over and back on the inbound there. Just a mistake by Fowler, but also the inbounder for putting her in that position. Saw that once in a Riverton Wolverine boys game, and Bo Sheets yelling at Garrett Jackson, why would you pass it there? Inbound is to Cairo Sheltza. Schultz is going to dribble towards the baseline, not get very far. She's going to get fouled by Fowler. That's her fourth. Team well over the limit, so Schultz will go to the line, looking for two here. Shelsta. Okay, I'm saying it wrong again because they had it wrong on the roster. Thank you, Cassie, who sent me the correction. Shelsta from the line, looking for her first point, and it is up and good. $19-point lead. Cairo Shelsta going to the line, looking for her second point and get back out to 20. It's on its way too hard, not too hard so much as way off to the left. Rebound is by Jackson. 28 seconds left. They get over to Burcham. She'll drive in. Long bounce pass. Shot is by Holland. No good. Rebound is going to come down to Van Fleet, but she is out of bounds when she touches it. So with 19.9 seconds left, it will belong to Jackson. Fowler looking to inbound into Holland. Back up top to Webb. Back to Fowler. Excuse me. Shoots a three. No good. Rebound is blocked on that one after Rommel missed the offensive rebound. Then Holland put up and was blocked. Van Fleet with it, gets it to Piper Anderson. Long distance pass to Van Fleet. Van Fleet is going to dribble it out, and that is the ball game. Your Lady Wolverines 58, the Lady Bronx of Jackson 39. When we return, it'll be time for the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today and KTAK.
What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after...
And welcome to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. We're going to be kind of quick about this, just simply due to the fact that we got to get to the pregame show. We got 7.5 minutes to do it. So as we go to the Rangers Printers scorebook, first for Jackson, their leading scorer, number 0, Fowler with 13. Madeline Holland finishes with 8. Burcham with 6. And then a trio of Furmanek, Margaret Holland, and Rommel with 4 each. For Riverton and leading all scorers, it is your Papa Murphy's player of the game, and well-deserved career high for one Alexi Taylor, who finishes with 19. So congratulations to Alexi, our Papa Murphy's player of the game. Then we're going to go to Gary Good Sport. We're going to make that the co-player of the game, because why not tonight? And that is going to be not the next person up. Next person up is Taylor Leesburg, who finishes with 18. But she's been in double digits. We're going to skip right past her on that one. And congratulations on her great game. 19 by Taylor, 18 by Leesburg. To Rylan Brown, who by far quadrupled her average of 3 points a game and finished with 12. Wrapping things up for Riverton was Timbery Mathill with 6, Vosika with 2, and Shelsta with 1. Riverton outscoring Jackson by 12 to start things off in the first half, 30-18. Outscores them in the second half by 7, 28-21. Congratulations to our Gatorade Good Sport and our Papa Murphy's player of the game. We are going to jump right in to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here. And first off, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to jump into it, and we'll take a look at the opponent from Jackson Hole.
Our SUV or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on WYO Today and KTAK. Riverton, of course, winning the first matchup between them and the Bronx here in the Strand again. It was a close one, 45-40. And so this is a rematch on the same floor. They played a tight game earlier. We expect, nonetheless, Riverton, of course, comes in at 3-8. Jackson comes in at 0-9. So they've had some close ones, Riverton being one of those, losing to Riverton by 5. They lost to Teton, Idaho by 5. Lakeland, Idaho by 6. Played a lot in Idaho. And in conference, they've done the Casper stretch that also me and Connor will do in a couple weeks. They lost to Kelly Walsh by 9 and Natrona by 10. And almost in virtually the same game on back-to-back nights, losing 56-47 to Kelly Walsh, 57-47 to Natrona.
Yeah, now, Kevin, I don't know much about Jackson basketball's recent records, but I'm so used to Jackson being quite strong across the board in all sports. So is basketball one of their kind of weaker categories, areas of athletics?
Lately it has been. The West and the East, they're not a bad West team, but West is, like me and Coach Sheets talked about, the eastern side of the state is like watching the ACC play basketball back in the day. The western side is like watching the Big Ten. East side, you're going to get games in the 70s, a lot of finesse, a lot of beautiful play. In the West, you're going to get beat up quite often. It's a very physical league. As we look further into Jackson, they are averaging only 44.3 points per game, 41% from the two-point field, 28% from three. Free throws have not been their friend, only shooting 54%. They are led by Palmer Wetzel. He averages just under 13 points a game. Rebounding star for them, and one to watch out for is Jack Barise. He has just over 8 rebounds per game. Assists, again, led by Wetzel. Steals, led by Noah McKinney. They turn the ball over just shy of 19 times per game. For Riverton, conversely, the Wolverines averaging 49.3 points per game. They are led by Malachi Smith, as you expect, right at 12 points per game. From two-point land, just under 50%, and from three-point land, just over 30, right at 31%. But again, we've seen a lot of Western teams like this, Austin. Free throw line, unlike for the girls and Lady Wolverines and the Wolverines in years past, even when things weren't going well at certain games, free throws were consistent. Now, granted, that happens when you have a Parker Paxton and some others. But Riverton under 50% and 49% from the charity stripe.
Sure.
Their leading free throw shooter, in fact, is Eric Smith at 64%, Aiden Kelly at 59%. Even to high percentage shooters, that's not a good number. So as we quickly go to our Ranger keys of the game, as we're running out of time, really simply do what you did the first time, but got to be better from the free throw line. And I'll say what the girls did, kind of eliminate second chance points.
The girls did do a great job of that. Yeah.
They did indeed. And when we return, it will be time for the Sutherland starting lineups here on WYO Today and KTAK. I can't speak suddenly.
Leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And welcome back to WYO Today and KTAK. It's time for the Sutherland starting lineups. First for the Coach Elliott-led Jackson Bronx. It'll be number 11, Aaron Larson. Number 21, Noah McKinney. Number 22, Jack Barise. Number 32, and the leading scorer, Palmer Wetzel. And number 33, Will Geitman. For your Coach Sheets-led Riverton Wolverines, it'll be number 1, Eric Smith. Number 11, Aiden Kelly. Number 15, Brandon Monroe. Number 33, Malachi Smith. And number 55, Ryan Cox. We will be right back with the tip here on WYO Today and KTAK.
The Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
And welcome back. It is time to tip things off here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK. It is the first quarter. Riverton, they're white and red. Malachi Smith will be jumping it off against Geitman, and Geitman is going to win it all for over 4. Jackson gets it over to Larson. I'll be saying his first name a lot when his brother comes in. To Wetzel, gets it over for an open look from 3 by McKinney, up and good. And Jackson leads 3-0 here in the first 20 seconds. Smith bringing up, that be Eric, going to Monroe on the left, back over to Eric Smith. Jackson in a 2-3 zone, gonna make Riverton shoot over it. Out to Aiden Kelly, now back to Monroe, cut underneath to Cox on the high block. Cox from 15, up and no good. Monroe coming in really quickly, gets the rebound, gets it to Cox. He misses 2 from point blank range. He'll go out of bounds on the rebound attempt off of Jackson here with 7:14 to go in the first quarter.
That was good quick thinking from Monroe to rush in there, and looks like it's going to result in another opportunity for Riverton.
Inbound is to Smith. Out towards half court to Malachi Smith on the high block. Turns, fires from 15, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Larson will look to break on the near side. Jackson going right to left on your radio dial. He gets it to Wetzel. Wetzel tries to spin and lose Monroe. Now tries to use a screen. Monroe against Larson. Yeah, he's going to run right through that one. To Brazy for a long 3. Good off the glass. 6-0. And this is one thing also the coach needs to talk about, slow starts. Let's keep that in mind as they go to Monroe. Monroe to Eric Smith, back to Monroe, to Malachi, high block. Now dish out to Aiden Kelly. Aiden for 3, no good. Rebound by Riverton, gets out to Eric Smith. Smith to Cox from the free throw line, good.
Nice composure there from Cox, just to see an opportunity, take his time and sink that shot for 2. Now Riverton down 4 points early on in the first period.
Quickly into the front court. Jackson gets it to Larson. Larson going to his right. And it's almost stolen away by Monroe. Good active hands there against Wetzel, who'll drive, spin, fires. No good, but he will be fouled and go to the line. Fouls against 33. Malachi Smith, his first, team first. Wetzel from the line this year, Austin, 63%. It's not awful, but it's not good, and he misses the first one.
Yeah, a relatively slow start for the Wolverines, but really I think what's going on here is a quick hot start for Jackson, 2 for 2 from 3 already.
Here's an interesting rule that Wetzel is violating. His shirt is untucked. He misses the second one. Rebound gets tipped to Smith. Smith going to look to go all the way down. He's cut off nicely by McKinney. That gets it to his brother, who loses control of it. And we go to the ground, and it's stolen away by Jackson. Jackson to Larson on a long outlet pass. Larson looks like his hair keeps getting in his eyesight.
He's brushing it away constantly.
Gets it to Brazy in the corner, back up to Wetzel. Wetzel going into the paint to Geitman. Out to Larson. Larson for 3, no good. Rebound, we're going to have a whistle.
Maybe if you had a headband, that shot would have gone in.
And who's it going to be against? Foul's going to be against Riverton to Monroe. On the rebound, his first. So the stop will not matter, as it will be inbounded by Jackson. Oh, they look for Larson. He lost sight of it after we were just making those jokes. And then had to go back and get. Now he gets it back. Nice little pick and roll from him. Gets it in to Barize, who has to give it up to McKinney. McKinney to Wetzel. Wetzel back to Barize. He looks to drive in. He walked and no call to Larson. Larson, little floater, no good. Rebound by Cox.
Nice defense from Riverton throughout that sequence, and now here they come.
Hernandez came in for Monroe. They find Smith for 3, no good. That was Eric. Rebound by Cox, misses. Puts it up again, no good, but he's fouled this time. So foul is against number 22, Barize. His first, team first. Cox from the line misses the first one. Cox on the season, only 25% from the free throw line. Hasn't taken a whole lot for a big guy, actually. Only 8 coming into the week. Second one on its way. No good. Rebound is by McKinney. He'll bring it up. Riverton looked like they might be. No, they're going to stay in the man-to-man for now. Also coming in now is Bo Anderson. Looking inside to put it up is Geitman. He misses. Rebound's going to go out of bounds and over to stay with Jackson. Cox is going to come out now, and Garrett Jackson will take his place. Inbound goes to Geitman. Geitman guarded by Jackson. Gets it to Wetzel. Returns, puts it up, good. Cannot let a scorer like him get that close in. Smith brings it over into the front court, over to Hernandez on the near side, back cross court to Smith. To Jackson. Jackson just one too many passes there. And looking for Malachi on a bounce pass into traffic, turnover number 2. Wetzel brings it up, nails the 3. Nobody picked up the ball there, and it's 11-2, Jackson Bronx. Bronx in a 1-2-2 now. And Eric Smith traveled as he tried to pass. He drug his pivot foot. Cox and Monroe going to come in for Malachi Smith and Eric Smith. So let's see, Bo Anderson was inserted. That usually at least means instant energy. Right now, I'm just not feeling any energy off this Wolverines team. It's quite frankly the opposite. It's kind of like, well, we're here kind of attitude. Let's see if some of these guys can interject that as Jackson will look to, and there's Brandon Monroe with a steal. First turnover of the day as they look to go into the paint. Monroe dribbles into trouble, and he gets wrapped up from behind. It'll be inbounds. I think they're going to call it on McKinney. Let's see. That is exactly who they'll call it on.
Yeah, and speaking of energy or a lack thereof from Riverton, it has been Monroe who has been the most energetic so far. He now comes out of the game.
Right as you started that sentence. No, Brandon Monroe's still in. Josiah Hernandez came out. Inbound is missed by Jackson, and Cox in and out. You just can't ask for more. Better opportunity, stolen by Aiden Kelly on the outlet pass. He has Monroe with him. He dishes it, and no good. A point-blank layup, fast break opportunity, and missed. 3:10 to go, 11-2. Riverton trails big, cannot buy a bucket.
Monroe, right place at the right time, just didn't have the touch to finish it there, and he really needed to. Riverton trailing and desperate for some points here.
Barreza gets it, Larson, back to Wetzel, wide open 3, no good. Rebound by Riverton. Monroe to Kelly. Inside to Jackson. Jackson from the high block, good. Second field goal of the day comes from Riverton with 2:35 left in the first quarter, 11-4. Jackson hands it to McKinney on the wing. Riverton in a man-to-man, almost stolen away. Wetzel got it and then gets out to Geitman. Geitman to Larson, this being the younger Larson, Jesse Larson. Back out to Wetzel. Wetzel guarded by Monroe. They get it Barreza now out to Geitman. Open 3, in and out, no good. Ryan Cox just hammered from behind on the rebound. And the foul will be called on 22, Barreza, his second. Third team foul comes with 2:07. Blake Gantenbein, starting quarterback for the Riverton Wolverines football team, checking in for the first time today. So it'll be Gantenbein, Malachi Smith, Brandon Monroe, Clay Sheets coming in as well. And Aiden Kelly. Sheets to Kelly. Kelly back to Sheets. 1-3-1, little trapping zone. They get to Gantenbein. To Monroe. Monroe has a look at 3. In and out, no good.
Moreau finding himself in good positions, just can't finish, and that's what his team really needs.
He doesn't give himself a lot of leeway for error. There's no rotation, no English on his shot. And Wetzel's going to take it all the way in, and they wave it off as Aiden Kelly draws the foul. That will bring the ire of Coach Elliott, and I don't blame him because Aiden was set up way underneath the basket. That's usually not allowed, that deep under the basket, but they're going to give it to us. We'll take it.
Yeah, lucky break there for the Wolverines.
Wetzel with his first foul of the game, team fourth in the quarter. Sheets with it. Up top, picks up his dribble over to Kelly. Kelly to Gantenbein. Gantenbein from 15, good.
Basket by Gantenbein.
11-6, pulling within 5. Minute 14 left in the first quarter. McKinney to Wetzel. You know he's going to try and take it off the dribble. He does. He dishes out for a 3 by Hoffman and 1. Wow.
And Jackson's shooting from distance has been on point so far.
Foul is against Aiden Kelly. It's his first. Team third. But what it does is give you a chance at the really old-fashioned 4-point play, of which he misses the free throw, and the Jackson camera guy almost hits me in the head. He was so upset about it. Swing around Kelly to Clay Sheets. Back up top to Kelly. Kelly to Monroe at the free throw line. Or not Monroe, to Malachi. He is blocked by Geitman. You don't see Malachi Smith blocked very often. Looking to break, they slow it down, get it to Wetzel. Wetzel looking to drive, puts it up, and 1. And as soon as they got down to 5, they doubled it out, and it's out to 10.
Riverton foul.
Yeah, Riverton just struggling to match the Jackson energy. They're driving quickly, the Bronx, and Riverton struggling to get into position to defend as that free throw from Jackson is no good.
Wetzel misses the finishing free throw of that and stays at 10-point lead. Looking to drive in is Gantenbein. He shoots. Now he's 2 for 2 coming from the baseline there. Same spot as the last one, basically. 16-8, 17 seconds left. Wetzel with the ball. Monroe's got to watch himself. He's got 2 fouls already. Don't want to get the third. Eric Smith and Josiah Hernandez looking to check in here at a dead ball. Clay Sheets switches off with him. They get to Jesse Lawrence. 2 seconds. Wetzel from way downtown misses everything, and that'll be the half. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll take it with them. Riverton lucky to only be down 8. 16-8 here as we enter the second on KTAK 93.9 and Live Today.
It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Austin was just asking about the game for the gold. I mean, Lander and Riverton just seems weird. We have more Tuesday night games than we've ever had in the past. Usually we play one Tuesday night game, and that's the big Lander game. And it's the best crowd of the year.
Sure.
Whether it's Riverton or Lander, both student sections travel really well.
Yeah.
And not happening. Not happening this year, and that is a shame. It's not happening. There's got to be a way that game probably could have been made. But, you know, you never know. I wasn't part of the scheduling process, obviously. So,
well, I've witnessed those two schools match up in other sports, and it is always active and electric and really fun.
Kelly to Smith in the corner. 3 is good. Great way to start it. It will be Eric Smith, Kelly, Hernandez, Malachi Smith, and Cox to start the second here. Great start. Gets it back down to 5. Going to swing around McKinney. Open look at 3 to respond. Leaves it well short. Rebound by Riverton. But it's going to go out of bounds for a turnover. Cox not looking happy. Eric Smith looked like he should have been expecting is the look he's given him. So it'll be Geitman, Wetzel, McKinney, the younger of the Larsons, And Breeze, maybe? Let's see here. Nope. It'll be, I already had McKinney. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Oh, I've got everybody. Never mind. Larson looking to drive. Puts up, blocked by Cox. They get to Kelly. Kelly cross court to Eric Smith. To Malachi Smith. And just Eric, the miss here. And then an off-target pass to his brother. Needs to get a little bit refocused, and it stays at this 5-point deficit as we see Aaron Larson come in for his brother Jesse.
Yeah, 2 quick mistakes there back-to-back. Just presence of mind wasn't quite there.
Larson over the front into the front court, picked up by Eric Smith. Hands it to McKinney. McKinney to Wetzel. Wetzel guarded by Hernandez. Kicks it out. Wide open look by McKinney. Left it way long. Rebound by Malachi Smith. He'll look to take it all the way. Puts it up and good. Malachi with the coast to coast. And it's a 3-point game. 16-13. 6:33 left in the half. McKinney looks to drive in. Blocked by Malachi. Cox with the rebound. Gets it to Smith. And they will look to, well, they don't have numbers, so they won't look to break. Inside to Malachi Smith. He puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Ryan Cox going up for it, and they're letting all sorts of chaos go on. So Malachi and Cox with a miss there, but it does go out of bounds off of Jackson Hole. Inbound will be by Kelly. Kelly's got to get it in. He does to Hernandez out past 3-point line. Hernandez going to his left, back up top for Eric Smith. Eric inside for Cox. Cox just going to throw it right to. He's looking for Malachi. Did not see McKinney there. He stepped right in front of the pass. 3-point game. Wetzel over to Hoffman. Back to Wetzel. Wetzel looking to drive, does so. He loses the ball out of bounds. They're going to say it was deflected off of him deflected by Eric Smith. So it'll remain with him. And Blake Gantenbein going to come in now.
Yeah, good to see Gantenbein coming back in. He put in a couple good minutes early in this second period.
Here comes Bo Anderson as well for Hernandez, and Cox is who they'll come in for. Gantenbein was about the third guy off the bench, but when you come in, go 2 for 2 and play like he did, you get off the bench a little earlier in the second. Inbound is to Chapman, who's come in. Chapman looking for Wetzel, and there's Bo Anderson with the active hands, deflects it out of bounds. It will stay with Jackson with 5:39 to play in the first half. Wetzel to inbound. Inbounds to Larson. Larson spins, now goes to his right to Geitman. Geitman looked to drive in, cut off by Malachi Smith to Wetzel. Wetzel from 15, in and out, no good. Rebound is by Eric Smith. Smith bringing him on the near side to Gantenbein. Gantenbein crosses out to Bo Anderson for 3, no good. Looking for the tie there, rebound by Rock Springs, by Jackson. It's the green throw me. I keep wanting to say Green River.
Yeah, it is a greenish gray that Jackson's wearing tonight.
It's my color blindness. Still Larson. Larson has a look at 3, left it short. Follows his own shot, but unable to get to it. Kelly will bring it out of the pack to Malachi Smith. Cross court to Bo Anderson. He'll shoot another 3. No good. And Malachi, and now they're going to call it really tight. They're going to call Malachi for trying to tip it to himself. And that's an interesting call because I like it. They let a lot of physicality go.
Yeah.
You kind of have to when you're talking the West. Like I said, it's like a Big Ten matchup.
Sure.
Team first of the second quarter. It is Malachi's second, so I do wonder how long he'll sit here, Austin. Hernandez coming in for him. Wetzel bringing it over. Looking to go to his right. A little bit of push off on Hernandez and a little bit of a moving screen in a big way. And Wetzel misses that one for a long 2. Rebound goes out to Hoffman. They're going to cross court it over to Chapman. Chapman back to Wetzel on the right wing. Wetzel looking to go baseline, does. Runs into a monster of a man named Ryan Cox. Has to get it out to Larson, back to Wetzel. Wetzel drives in, kicks out to Chapman for 3, no good. Rebound by Ryan Cox. 4:10 to play. Riverton still within 3. looking to come all the way back and kind of set things after trailing 16-8. Inbound to Gantenbein, or inbound in paint pass to Gantenbein on a nice backdoor cut. Gantenbein now with 6. And it's a 1-point deficit for Riverton. Wetzel going to his right as he crosses center court. Hands it off to Hoffman. Now out to Larson. Larson looking to drive, picked up. They're going to swing out to Wetzel. Wetzel drives in the free throw line, has to pick it up, goes outside to Barise. Barise looking to back down Ryan Cox. Good luck with that. Passes out to Larson. Larson drives in, puts it up. No good, but he'll get a foul call and will go to the line. That is not a physical matchup that either Aaron nor Jesse Larson win is against Ryan Cox. So, but unfortunately the foul's against Ryan. His first, team second.
Larson. 2 shots.
Let's see here. What is young Mr. Larson on the year? 60% from the free throw line. Misses the first. Riverton in the middle, Austin, of a 7-0 run.
Yeah, 7-0 run. A couple of those points coming from Gantenbein off the bench. He's been really important in the second period for the Wolverines, getting back into the game after a slow start.
Second one on its way, good. So that breaks the undefeated. And Peyton Stevens going to come in for Blake Gantenbein.
The Wolverine lineup 32, Stevens.
Inbound is to Smith, who gets it to Hernandez, who'll bring it over the midcourt. Going to the left to Anderson, 3:17 left in the half. Back up top to Anderson. Kelly's going to come back in just a second. Over to Hernandez. Hernandez over to Eric Smith. 3:05 left in the first half. Smith to Anderson. They look for Stevens, driving in, no good. Cox with the rebound, no good. And Stevens just missed point blank, and then Cox misses the rebound. Riverton just cannot get this thing back square. Jackson with it to Barese on the left wing. Hands off to Hoffman. Hoffman to Larson. Larson drives into the elbow, picks up his dribble, now has to pass out to Hoffman with 2:38 left in the half. Jackson leading by 2. Gonna shoot a long 19-footer as Wetzel, no good, off of the pass. And it looks like we're gonna see Weber and Aiden Kelly come in. Hernandez over to Smith, back up top to Hernandez. Over to Anderson, back to Hernandez. To Cox. Cox turns, fires in and out, no good. Rebound by Jackson, 2:08 to play, and they cling to this 2-point lead here in the first half. Larson gets it to Geitman. Geitman gets cut out over to Hoffman, 3, no good. Rebound by Jackson though. They'll look to drive in, gets it to Hoffman, stolen away by Anderson, and let's see if he can track this down. He almost does, no he doesn't. Good effort there, and if that's on Bo, I'm gonna not be happy, but this will be like the 3rd game in a row, I know his family well, that he will have got, that is. He gives a great effort and then gets this little reactionary foul called against him, where he just kind of, he's either upset at himself or he just can't dial it down. It was a great play, but team 3rd, his first.
Yeah, an impressive hustle from him to sprint the whole distance of the court and keep that in bounds.
So we got a lineup in now that I don't think we've seen this year in together. It's Eric Smith, and he walked. Thank you. Larson fell down as he brought it over midcourt, picked up his dribble and fell. That'll be only the 2nd turnover of the day against Jackson. But like I was saying, we got Aiden Kelly, Eric Smith, Blake Gantenbein, Ryan Cox, and I want to make sure I get the first name right. I haven't called it in a while. Trenton Weber. I don't know if we've seen that lineup this season. Cox looking for Weber on the move, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will stay after deflecting. He was looking for a cut by Weber, a nice little backdoor cut on the baseline. Jackson able to get a hand in it. Hernandez will come back in now, and he will come in for Cox. So Riverton kind of going small here. Kelly in a weird position to try and inbound it. Gets it into Hernandez, who has it slapped away, so we'll have to inbound further into the corner. Corner's just a hard place to inbound. Kelly looking to get it in, does so to Eric Smith, and he's trapped, and they're going to get him for a double dribble or a walk. They do. And you pass it into the baseline from that corner. You're just asking Austin to get trapped there. It's just no man's land.
Yeah.
People forget you can't inbound all the way back. You're better off just baseball pass it, reset things up. Oh, Cantonbine trying to intercept there. Quarterback with a good read on it, and Brazy runs it and somehow misses from point blank. And on the rebound, we get a foul against Jackson. Foul is against Geitman, his first.
And scoring has dried up for both teams here in the second period. Riverton creating a lot of opportunities, but not able to finish them and get even on the scoreboard.
Hernandez-Weber, Kelly for the lead. Good! Aiden Kelly from downtown gives Riverton its first lead of the evening. 18-17, looking to answer right back. Geitman with 3 from the corner, no good, and it's going to go bouncing, I do believe, over the backboard and go out of bounds. Inbound by Riverton. Riverton since the end of the first quarter on a 10-1 run. Seeing who else, somebody just checked back in. Nope, wrong team. It was Jackson having someone check back in. Eric Smith looking for Weber. Weber stuck now. And boy, is he stuck. And he's going to turn it over. He got trapped on the baseline and gave it up. Not a place to stop your dribble. Credit Jackson as they immediately trap when you do. Bereze bringing it up, goes to Larson. This being the younger one, Jesse. Or I think younger one. This being the one who doesn't play quite as much, doesn't start. They may be twins for all I know. They look alike. Bereze with it. With 5 seconds left in the half to McKinney. McKinney to Hoffman. Hoffman just has to throw it up. No good. No good. So not even have to worry about the next one. And that's going to do it for the half. Woo! Take a breath. 18-17. And it is going to be, when we return, time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on KTAK and YO Today.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And welcome back to the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We're joined by the winning coach from the girls' game, coach of Riverton, Coach Bosner, and had a couple girls go for career nights tonight.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. Rylan Brown quadrupled her average. Of course, Lexi Taylor with a career high 19.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, let me tell you, coming into this game, I kept telling them all week, we are, for whatever reason, that there's this mojo going on this team. And everything that we have worked 2 years to get to, I feel like we're getting there, right? These girls are...
You're overthinking it.
They're shooting the ball. They're running the offense. They're doing everything that I've been asking them to do for a while, right? And you know what? They got confidence. They're shooting the ball. They're passing the ball. I mean... We got a team here.
And as much as I highlight two of the players who scored well above their average, I'd be remiss. Leesburg might have had a career high, too, with 18.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a heck of a game. You got off to a good start. And the one thing that I remarked to Austin, who's joined us tonight, was the fact that there was absolutely, when the run came, They got back in it, kept getting back in it. Not once did you see panic.
Nope.
Tell me about how you've been working. And what do you do with that? I mean, it's a confidence issue.
Yeah,
like
it's a confidence issue.
What do you do to instill that? That's a hard concept to really. It's not just you're missing free throws. Oh, let's shoot 100 of them.
No.
So what have you been working on with the team to get that confidence up?
We dribble the ball. I'm not joking. I mean, we spend the first 30 minutes of practice, and we're dribbling and passing. We have these dribble games that we do, and it's like keeping the ball away. And we got 16 girls inside that volleyball square, and we make them dribble. We make them handle the ball, and it gets to a point now where they are confident in who they are. They know they've learned how to use their body to protect themselves, and they know when to make a pass. Every now and then, look, we're still turning the ball over a little too much, right? But I think we had 17 tonight. Not bad.
Right at that. One of the interesting things to me is you got to play a little bit of depth tonight. What did it mean to have Vosika come back? I remember you talked about wanting to keep her out till Saturday to get her to 100% because of what she'll mean going forward as a freshman and everything like that. Well, you got an extra week out of it because it got canceled. Yep. So to have her back, of course, and to be able to go that deep in the bench, what does that mean for a team with no seniors?
Well, it's huge for us. I mean, Vosika, let me tell you what, she's going to be a heck of a player, okay? I mean, she's playing really good now. Yeah, this is her first game back off that ankle, and maybe she didn't score as many points as she wanted to, but gosh dang it, she sent me a text. I'm going to be honest with you. She sent me a text last night, and she said, Coach, I'm 100%, and I'm ready to go. That's what I want to hear, right? I want to hear them step up and say, hey, this team needs me. I want this. I want to be a part of them. I want to go. And so I told her, okay, let's go, So, with her and Timbre's sister, Kimber. I lost it for a second. Say thank you. And Aspen. I mean, these are girls that Aspen Gordon is like, she's a pit bull, right? She hammers people. She gets after it. I mean, she doesn't mess around. And then I got a girl on the team we don't talk a whole lot about, but I'll tell you, Timbre leads us in that 31 high, and I'll tell you what, she is about as good as you can get. And without her, I don't know where we'd be because defensively she leads us.
We talk about her a lot. We don't let her get missed, just so you're aware, because she is a constant nightmare for someone with the ball.
Oh man, she is.
Well, congratulations again, Coach.
Thank you.
You got to get ready for a extremely long trip for one day. We're used to doing the whole Jackson, Afton the next morning.
Yes.
But no, the schedulers at B hate us all. So we're going to drive 10 hours to play basketball for an hour and a half.
Right.
So when we return, we'll be joined by our player of the game, Lexi Taylor, here on the United States Marine Corps Halftime Show.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back. We are joined by the Papa Murphy's player of the game, Lexi Taylor. Lexi, a career high for you in 19. A career high, I think I'd have to go back and look for Taylon Leesburg with 18. Definitely a career high for Rylan Brown. So what was clicking tonight for y'all offensively to have, well, quite honestly, so many people way above their average?
I would definitely say that this week of practice we've been very consistent with our shooting, and that we really focused on that coming into this week, which was a big thing. And we talked about confidence in the locker room, shooting our good shots, and I think that's what helped us get through this game today.
Well, you started out 3 of 4 from the field and finished well, too. The second quarter, you kind of disappeared, and we talked about, are we going to see more points from her? And then the third quarter happened. And I'm going to ask you the same thing. One of the things that we've noticed along the way and talked with Coach about is that the one last step was getting to the point that in basketball, hey, bad things happen.
Right.
And when y'all gave up a run, would you panic or would you not? And this is the first game we've really seen. They kept threatening, getting it down to 5 points, and not once did you panic. What do you attribute that maturity level to on a team that has no senior leadership?
Right.
There are no seniors.
Well, I think our goal for the third quarter was we have to stay consistent. We have to play our game, and we said that, but the first 5 points that they scored on us, we just were not really there physically or mentally. But after our timeout was called, we went back onto the floor, and we were we have to get this done. So.
All right, well, awesome. And now tell me from a player's perspective, what is a game like on Saturdays like, where you know you're going to be on a bus for 5 hours, play an hour and a half, then jump back on a bus for 5 hours?
Well, bus rides are hard. I'm going to say that.
The school bus isn't comfortable?
No, never
reclining
is.
seats?
I wish.
Heated seats, cooled seats, whole 9 yards?
No, it's either too hot or too cold, but there's never that happy medium. But it should be. We always have fun on bus rides, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it's a long one. Usually we'd get, like I said, that trip out of it. So it'll be interesting to see and to see y'all build on that. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Career high for you. Career high for the lady sitting next to you. I'm going to try and get you on if you'll hand your headset to her.
Okay.
Because I've got about a minute to go here. That's for you. Taylor Leesburg just edged out. I don't think you care. You appreciate your teammates for player of the game. But one talk to you, career high, I do believe for you as well. I think 18 in a night's the most you've had.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like to not only have your career high, but do it on a night that two of your teammates also had it.
I mean, it was really good to see that all of us were able to be successful tonight, and it was just a really fun game to be a part of.
Tell me what it means to see your kind of partner in crime, the other guard, if you will, in Rylan Brown, someone who's really unselfish, really about passing, plays good defense, really annoys some other players at times, to actually start off as strong as she did.
It was really good to see that because we knew she was capable of that all season. We were just waiting for her to have the confidence and step up, so it was good to see her do that tonight.
Awesome. Well, we don't want to take too long with you, and nothing against Taylor Leesburg. We've just got a boys game starting back in 3 minutes. We'll return here on Wire Today and KTAK.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Okay, and welcome back. The United States Marine Corps halftime show took on a different look. We'll try and get you some first half stats in a little bit, but we are back in action, and immediately Jackson is going to turn the ball over as I now look for my pen. I had it here a second ago. I have lost the pen, and I need to turn the music off. Oh, there. Well, that is a pen. That's not that's not the pen I was using. But we'll use it, and immediately Aiden Kelly going to take a three as we try and get things kind of squared back away to open the second half, just as they kind of ended it. And there's my pen. So Breezy with it now. Riverton with their largest lead, 21-17, 7-11 left in the third. Wetzel to Geitman, back up top to Wetzel. Guarded by Monroe, they try and get to Brazy on a cut. He receives it, but there's nothing there. Riverton in a zone, bit of a matchup zone, gets out to Larson, and they're going to get Eric Smith with a foul. So it's going to be Aaron Larson, McKinney, Brazy, Wetzel, and Geitman. For Riverton, as you would expect, how Sheets does things, it's going to be Smith, Kelly, Monroe, Malachi Smith, and Cox. So both Smiths out there. Inbound is to Jesse Larson, who's now checked in. To Barese, back to Jesse Larson. Larson over to McKinney, thought about a three. Smith's closeout made him think otherwise. They're going to swing it to Barese on the left side. Barese drives in the free throw line, kicks out to McKinney, has an open look at three, too long. Rebound by Riverton. They get to Malachi. Malachi drives in, and they're going to say on the floor was the foul. Nice outlet pass there. Foul, I think, is going against, it's going against Wetzel. It's his second. Team first of the third quarter here. And Austin, we've had you be kind of quiet there as we got interview after interview. Inbound to Kelly. He's looking for another one. In and out, no good. Cox trying to get the rebound, can't do it. And rebound comes away to Green River. Jackson.
Yeah, and Jackson now fighting to get back into level or ahead in this game after Riverton trailed for the whole first half until that final moment where they pulled ahead by 1 point. Now the Riverton lead up to 4 in front of the home fans.
Nice through by Kelly. Monroe's is gonna check out now. Coming in for him will be Josiah Hernandez. McKinney with it back to Geitman. Geitman hands it to Wetzel. Wetzel drives baseline, picked up by Malachi Smith. Now looks to pass out to Barize. Looking for Geitman on a cut, not there. Barize will keep it. And goodness, we're calling a lot of touchiness here in the boys game. Fouls against Ryan Cox. Team first, team second. It was 20 some odd feet away from the basket. Weird part is basically the same refs as the girls. Kelly looking to intercept it off of it. Does. Will take it all the way. Puts it up himself. Ain't good. He has all 5 to start the second half. And it's 23-17. I don't know why she gave it to them.
Wrong team on the scoreboard there for those last 2 points.
Wrong team.
There we go.
Now they get it. And that's your home scorekeeper. 5:32 left. Aiden Kelly hit the 3 that gave him the lead in the second quarter, and he's been on fire since. He has 8 overall. Now we're seeing Garrett Jackson come in for Cox. Inbound is Barize in the low paint. Malachi Smith just rejects his attempt. Barize tries to throw it off Malachi and keep control of it. Cannot do so as it just hits the ground. And Riverton will look to get it up in the front court. Going to Jackson. Low block. Jackson stopped, puts it up. No good, but he will be fouled and will go to the line looking for 2. Foul is against... Waiting to see who the foul. There we go. Foul is against Barize. It's his 3rd, team 2nd. First one by Jackson up and no good. Checking in for Aiden Kelly will be Bo Anderson. On the way in and out, no good. Garrett Jackson unable to extend the lead that sits right now at 23-17. Barize with it. 3 fouls in all. Gets it to Jesse Larson for 3, no good. Rebound is fought for and winds up with Malachi Smith. He's got Jackson with him. Spin, nicely done, and just a little out of control though on the spin, and he cannot complete the layup. 4:45 to go. Riverton with a 6-point lead to McKinney. McKinney to the high block for Barize. Fakes to hand it off, keeps himself, now drives in the free throw line. He's in trouble. Has to get it to Wetzel, who comes off a cut. Back door, nicely done, and blocked by Malachi Smith. To Larson, who drove in on a nice cut, misses. They get outside for a 3 by Larson, no good. And rebound is going to be brought away by Riverton. Malachi looking to go coast to coast, and he's going to be fouled. Let's see if they got him shooting. He wants a breather as he grabs his jersey. Foul is against Wetzel. Their leading scorer now with 3 fouls. 3rd team, Smith will go to the line. He's not shot a free throw today. On the season, Malachi is 45% from the line, but he hits the first one.
Returning from Riverton at 11.
Has 3 overall. Aiden Kelly will come back in for Eric Smith. Now Clay Sheets coming in for Hernandez. And it looks like Ryan Cox is going to come get the shooter.
So Smith now trying to make it 2 free throws in a row, and here it comes. It's
way
short there.
Just a bit outside in honor of Bob Euchre, who passed away. Long outlet pass to Geitman, and he finishes easily. Cuts the lead down to 5, and they're going to call a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 4:06 left in the 3rd quarter. Riverton up by 5, 24-19 on 93.9 KTAK.
Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back. To the camera, you're a little high. There we go. Bring it down a bit. Bo Anderson with it in the front court over to Aiden Kelly on the right. They go to Garrett Jackson from the paint. Probably should have used the glass there. Didn't give himself the best opportunity. And rebound is by Jackson. Wetzel looking to press things. And Bo Anderson's going to have a chance at a steal. Barrese comes away with it, though, gets it back to Wetzel. Wetzel looks to drive in, and that's a walk, and it is called. Third turnover of the day against Jackson, and Monroe will come in now for Bo Anderson. That's the energy I'm used to Bo Anderson bringing on the floor here. Kelly, as the Smith boys get up, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds, so Smiths won't have to wait long to come back in. Let's see who they're coming to get. Malachi's going to get Garrett Jackson, and Eric, it looks like, is going to get Clay Sheets. Inbound is by Smith to Kelly. He brings over the timeline, going to his right for Monroe. Back up top to Kelly. Kelly, a little lob pass to Cox at the free throw line. Cox takes one dribble in. Smith for three. No good. Rebound by Barrese. 3:09 left in the third. Not a lot of scoring here. 2 by them and 6 by us. They get into Wetzel, and he's dribbled into problems, and they're going to hold him up for a jump ball. And we have not, this is the first possession error call we've had.
No.
So I can go back to the old standard, worst thing since peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. Getting to recycle a girls' game joke.
To be honest, I don't see what's so bad about that, Kevin.
Oh, it's just awful. It's just awful. It's inhumane. It's cats and dogs. They go well together, but not you don't buy them at the same time.
Sure, I don't, but I don't hate the idea.
Wetzel off the inbound. Lovely spin there. Wetzel puts it up and good. Wetzel now with 9 on the night, and he brings Jackson to within 3. They get inside to Malachi Smith. That's what I do. He can't finish, but he is fouled.
Just a little
line
too
for
much push on the ball there. Sent it up and over the rim, but he will go to the free throw line for 2.
2:32 left, and they've got 14 fouls, which means we'll be shooting 2 every foul except for offensive fouls. It also means Barrese has 4, so he'll be coming out of the game as Malachi hits the first one, and it's 25-21.
3, Jackson.
Second one by Smith on the way, good. He's now 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, and the lead is back out to 5. Inbound is to Larson. Larson brings it up, sheds the tail by Kelly, and they're gonna get it to Wetzel. Wetzel looking for Geitman on a beautiful cut there. Geitman able to finish, he now has 4, and we're back to a 3-point game. 26-23, 2:10 left in the third. Kelly to Monroe, inside to Jackson. Jackson from 10 feet, no good. Wetzel brings it up over the timeline himself. He's guarded by Monroe. looks to make a move inside, does so, blocked by Malachi.
Another block from Malachi Smith there. Is that number 3 or 4, Kevin, on the game?
Something of that. Yeah. That's what that rebounding. I could probably for blocks. Rebounds and call a game would be kind of difficult. But inbound is the Geitman to Wetzel. Wetzel probably shouldn't have picked up his dribble there. Monroe harassing him. Good idea on the pass to McKinney. Poorly executed as it goes through McKinney's hands for the 4th turnover of the day against Jackson. Some of the stats for Riverton at half, just FYI. Gantenbein led everybody with 6 on the team. Eric Smith and Kelly with 3 at half, and then 2 by Jackson, Smith, and Cox. Monroe fakes a pass, gonna take a 3, no good. Rebounds by Riverton. They kick out Smith. Smith from the elbow. Air ball. Rebound is by Riverton. And Brandon Monroe puts it back up and good. Good job by Monroe. And it's back out to a 5-point lead. And we have a timeout on the floor. 28-23, minute 19 left of the third. We'll take it with them. Be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and why today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. A reminder that we will be, that be cameraman Connor and myself, will be in Afton this Saturday. Tip-off is at 3 for the girls to face Star Valley. Boys following immediately after. And we will be probably pregame show about 2:45 for Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. So tune in on Saturday at 3 to 93.9 KTAK. And if you want to live stream, WYO Today for all your live stream action, as we will travel all the way to the western side, western border, basically, of the state to face off against Star Valley. Much different Star Valley team than in the past, especially on the boys' side, as they pretty much lost everybody. So out of the timeout, they're going to get McKinney open for 3. Nice play to work him open, but he cannot finish. Rebound by Riverton. Quickly up to Jackson. Jackson dribbles himself into problems, and he's going to step out of bounds. And that's something that just a little more experience will happen. Caught the ball, dribbled all the way to the baseline, was cut off from going to the basket, and then picked up his dribble. Begged a trap, and that's what they got with 56 seconds left. And Jackson will look to bring it up and cut into this 5-point Wolverine lead. They go to Wetzel, who's been relatively quiet this half, especially this quarter, I should say. They're going to swing over to Geitman, now back up top. Wetzel looking for a step back, a.k.a. Kimball Walker, wasn't there. Now Larson out to McKinney. McKinney losing control, somehow finds himself turning the ball over to Monroe, to Smith. Smith going to take it all the way up, no good, and they're going to call the charge. And with that, Bo Sheets just grabs his head. He's saying that Larson slid in underneath him. That may indeed be the case. That is Smith's second foul. Team third of the quarter comes with 18 seconds left. Wetzel bring it up. Still a 5-point lead. Wetzel looking to keep it himself. Dribbles down in the paint. Shoots from 15, no good. Rebound by Geitman, who will get the and one.
Big shot from Geitman there just before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, 4.7 seconds left. Foul is going to go against Ryan Cox, I do believe. No. I gotta say against number 1, Eric Smith. He must have gotten lost down in there. It's his third. 14 foul. So ball test coming in for the first time for them, as is Chapman coming back in. So one shot by Geitman, up and good. And it is a 2-point game with 4.7 seconds left. Inbound to Smith from half court. Way too much to it. and he's going to miss from distance. So if you like a close game, this one's a barn burner. 28-26. We go to the fourth quarter. Riverton up by 2. Game in serious doubt here on KTAK and Wire Today. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter here on 93.9 KTAK. Inbound is to Kelly. It's exactly what you'd expect. Smith and Smith, Cox, Monroe, and Kelly. They're going to get it inside to Cox on the low block. He's going to put it up. No good, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. See who the foul is against.
Jackson foul, 32, Wetzel.
Foul is against Wetzel, and that's important. He is their leading scorer on the year. That is the team first of the quarter, but it's his fourth. And Cox puts the first one up and good.
Returning for Jackson.
So Wetzel's going to come out. Wetzel, of course, I do believe their leading scorer on the night. He's got 9. He is.
Two important points there from the line for Cox. Riverton lead up to 4 now.
30-26 as Monroe will bring it over. Larson got away with a step there. It is Larson and Larson. Geitman, and Coach wanted the shot there. He's not happy with Larson. Goes to the low block to Geitman. Geitman tries to bully his way in, and nicely done to try and get a look, but it's no good. Rebound by Cox. Cox harassing the whole time. They go to Malachi Smith. Smith, low block, spins, puts it up, and good.
Malachi Smith through a lot of traffic there. Another 2 crucial points for the home team.
A very definitive way of, or enunciation here in this fourth quarter of going into the paint as Cox and Smith have it. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout as Jackson does not want this lead to get any bigger. We'll take it with him. 7:03 in the game. 32-26. Riverton on top here on Wire Today and 93.9 KTAK.
Feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back here to 93.9 KTAK. It is the fourth quarter. Austin, if you could hop on our group text real quick, just see if we can get, I know Terrence's by himself, see if we can get a score from Lander. I haven't seen one, but I haven't been able to look.
I just got one. Well, this came in about 20 minutes ago, Kevin. The Lady Tigers in Lander won 40-34 in overtime.
Nice. Geitman fakes the 3, dribbles it, and misses from point blank, but stolen right back after the Cox rebound. They'll get it to Wetzel. I guess they've decided that it's more important to play him right now. And he's going to get it stolen away. I was going to say, as Eric Smith's going to take it all the way up and good. I was going to say, Austin, that Wetzel with 4 fouls, your best player, but at this point, kind of a tipping point. Can't just worry about the foul. Got to stay in it. Wetzel with it, out to Geitman. Geitman to McKinney for 3, good. Huge shot there for the visitors from Jackson. cuts the game back to a 5-point game, 34-29. Kelly to Monroe. Monroe takes one dribble, goes back to Kelly. Kelly to Eric Smith on the left wing, and we're going to get a timeout by a 30-second timeout, looks like, by Coach Sheets. We'll take it with them. 6:06 to play, 34-29. Riverton on top here on 93.9 KTAK.
Are falling in Fremont County. We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
So during the commercial break, Malachi Smith put in a shot from the elbow, extends that lead back out to 7. He now has 4 in the quarter. We're going to swing it over to Larson. Larson for 3. Hits top of the backboard. Rebound by Monroe. And great pass to Malachi, who takes it all the way down. And yeah, the way he went up with that, he grabbed that hamstring. So miss by Larson there, by Jesse Larson from 3. And the lead is out to 38-29 now. They're looking to get it into Geitman. Geitman almost lost it on the pass to Barrese, but he's able to corral it and get out to McKinney. Now to Wetzel. They desperately need him to do something, and they're going to call him for ducking his shoulder on Monroe. And Wetzel, the leading scorer for this Jackson Hole team, is out. That'll be number 5.
Yeah, that's big with 5 minutes left to go, especially following that big play from Malachi Smith to take the lead up to 9 for Riverton. Wolverines now in a commanding, promising position into the final stage of this one.
Well, Wetzel had a third of their points, so it'll be interesting to see where they go to now, and everything kind of ran through him. Over to Hernandez, cross court to Kelly. Kelly, a long 3. Looks good, is good by Aiden Kelly.
Real dagger from Kelly there, and
Kelly now
41-29 now the score.
Kelly with 11 as the lead balloons to 12. And stolen away yet again. They get to Kelly. He's going to stop from 3. Oh, misses, but Malachi Smith with the rebound. Turns, puts it up. Good by Malachi. And we will get a timeout with that. Riverton balloons this lead up to 14 with 4:22 to go. Full timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And welcome back. To quote, I think the movie The Anchorman, that escalated quickly. Went from a 5-point lead to a 14-point lead in the blink of an eye. Riverton with the 43-29 point lead, 4:22 to play. And to boot, that Jackson has lost their best scorer. So coming in for him is Hoffman. McKinney's going to bring it up, guarded by Hernandez. Riverton in the man-to-man. He's going to hand it off to Baltez. Baltez back to Hoffman, brings it up top. And this offense just seems lost without Wetzel. They gets it to Barrese at the free throw line. Wetzel just, everything kind of went through him if he wasn't scoring it. And they hand it to Hoffman. And Malachi Smith with a cheap reach. Just let him keep dribbling around, Malachi. That'll be his third. Team first to the fourth, so no real danger yet.
Jackson does still have Geitman out there. He's been effective in this second half, so he'll likely be the one that the Bronx will look for to get him back in the game.
Gantenbein checked in, so has Bo Anderson during that break. And here we go again with them just running across the top. And Malachi's going to strip it. He's going to run down, have to get it as it went off his leg, puts it up, and good. Malachi with the steal and the bucket, and things just continue to get bad for the Bronx. Out to a 16-point lead, 3:28 to play. Hoffman with it, guarded by Anderson, over to McKinney, who's guarded by Hernandez. To Barise. Barise, a long three. Did they give him a three or two? No, they give him a two, long two, off the backboard and good. That's his first point since the first quarter. 45-31. Kelly, Riverton in no real hurry, goes to Hernandez. Hernandez, Gantenbein. Gantenbein looking to get Smith, and Kelly somehow bails them all out with Steph Curry like dribbling to Gantenbein, back to Kelly. Oh, tried to go up and under all fancy. Can't complete it, and rebound is by Jackson. And Kelly gets the steal, because of course he does.
And he got back into position real quick there, and now he's taking his time setting up the Wolverine offense.
Looks like Garrett Jackson Smith going to come back in. Anderson with it to Hernandez. Now, I will say this too, Sheets teams are very good at making you waste time. Hernandez kind of backed into a corner, has to shoot it, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound to Anderson, no good. Anderson on a runner, good job by Hernandez to follow his own miss. And they use up about 40 seconds right there, so 2:05 left, and a huge deficit as we wave bye to Robert Stover. Three-pointer on the way by Hoffman, no good. Rebound is put up and good by Barise. And it's 45-33, and there's going to be a timeout with 1:51 by Jackson. They trail by 12. We'll be right back with I would say the rest of the game, but I have a feeling this is going to happen a couple times. So we'll be back with more action here at Riverton High School on 93.9 KTAK.
Michael's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, out of the timeout, you didn't miss much. Hernandez received the inbound pass and was fouled by McKinney. Team third, here with 1:47 left. It looks like, I can't tell if that was just incidental, Austin, if they're trying to set up a free throw situation where they're going to foul. And based on what we said in the Amden Sweets pregame show, can you really blame them? Riverton, not a great free throw shooting team.
Sure.
And that was definitely, the reach there was insane. As Monroe gets Cox back to Monroe, now to Malachi Smith. 1:26 left. And Geitman falls down, and I don't know what Malachi was trying to do there. I think maybe get it to Cox, not 100% sure. King and 45 coming in for Jackson. And if I can't find them in the Ranger Printers thing, I will ask the young man sitting next to me. Okay, they're not on that one either. Who's number 45?
Meanwhile, it's Eric Smith with the ball for Riverton. Just ticking down some seconds off the clock here.
Minute 6 left. Monroe just shook him with a cross. And then Monroe looking for a cutting Aiden Kelly, throws it away. And with 59.5, still a 12-point lead, should be out of reach unless we see the miracle of all miracles. They've got it to Chapman. Chapman to Baltez. Baltez gets it to King, who drives in, kicks it out to Chapman. Chapman cross court for Baltez. And they're, like I said earlier, they're just lost without Wetzel. They just, nothing going to her. And now Riverton decides to leave Baltez wide open. Takes a 3, no good. Riverton with the rebound. Smith with 28 seconds. My guess is they're just going to dribble it out, but we shall see.
And Riverton wrapping up this one with a strong lineup on the floor as it goes out of bounds off Jackson.
You are right, it's the starters. It's the start, and the starting lineup, of course, varies. They have 4 guards who interchange, but it's always Malachi Smith, Ryan Cox, Monroe, Hernandez, Kelly, or Smith. Some of those, 3 of those 2, or 3 of those 4 usually. 16 seconds left. Inbound is to Aiden Kelly. Now to Eric Smith. 9 seconds left. And this is going to probably do it. As soon as I write in the scorebook, there'll be a steal or something. Eric Smith drives in, and that will do it. 45-33 is your final here in Riverton. We will be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK and WYO Today. Once again, 45-33, Wolverines on top.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're joined by victorious Coach Sheets. Coach, kind of started out, like you've said all year, a little bit slow, but then the defense came to play in the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, I don't know how long we went, but we didn't have more than 3 points for quite a while. It'd be interesting to look back and see. But, I think the turning point for us is holding them to 1 point in that second quarter. I mean, when you're down by double digits and then you can hold a pretty good team like that to 1 point in a quarter, puts you in a good position to win. So at the time, it was necessary. We had to have it. So that was huge on, the guys to step up. We had, Brandon had 6 steals, Aiden had 5. That was a big part of what happened tonight was getting some of those steals on the defensive end.
And one of the things we know, Sue, you always seem to have someone who could come and give you a spark. And tonight, it was Blake Gantenbein who made it, quite honestly, in our view, when we were talking about 16-8 at the end of the first quarter, the way we were shooting was not horrible.
No, exactly. I mean, to keep them, like I said, they did have 16 points that first quarter, which is, they were doing a good job knocking shots down. And, Blake came in and did a really good job. In those games where a team's going to play zone, we talked like him and Garrett. It's a good game for them because they're going to get open shots. That short corner, that free throw line kind of, high post extended area, they're going to get those shots. So, again, sometimes, that stretch four can be really good in games where they're playing zone like that.
Well, and tell me a little bit about what your message to the team was between the first quarter and second quarter because, like you said, 16 points in the first quarter. You allowed 17 the rest of the game.
Right. Well, I wish it was some words of wisdom, from me. But, again, it's them choosing to kind of bring the energy. I felt like the first quarter, Jackson had, kind of more energy than we had. They were wanting it a little bit more. So, again, it wasn't anything I said. It was just the boys choosing to bring that effort, kind of get them after them defensively. We had quite a few, jump balls there where we're getting two hands on the ball. We aren't just reaching and slapping. So turning up the defense intensity always helps your chances of winning.
And last question for you, Coach. A little bit different than in years past where we'd play on a Friday night and a Saturday. What do you do to keep the team focused with? I mean, it's teenagers. If it was me and you on a 5-hour bus ride,
right,
it'd be hard. A bunch of teenagers, how do you keep them focused?
Well, it'll be kind of interesting to see how the season goes. The Thursday, Saturday as a coach, I kind of like it because we get a chance to talk about Star Valley tomorrow. Whereas in the past, you don't want to be preparing for that second game, but you have to. And so you're kind of talking in general terms. If a team runs this, if a team runs that, but we're talking about Star Valley. So it's allowed us to wait till tomorrow to talk about Star Valley. So
excellent.
I kind of like it. But again, it's an early morning. It's a long bus ride in a hostile environment. It's going to be fun.
It's a very long bus ride.
Yeah.
And one that we're used to at this point in time, we'd all be filing out to Afton to get to a hotel real quick.
For sure.
But we want to thank Coach Mo Sheets. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
You expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back. We're joined by the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, and I'm going to work on this logo so it doesn't go over your face here. There we go. Perfectly done. We're joined by our Player of the Game, Blake Gantenbein. Blake, I know you're probably not surprised that it's real hard to get Coach Sheets off of, I'd say he treats substitution patterns like religion. It's the exact same at the exact same time every single game. You made him leave that tonight in the first quarter, second quarter. Tell me a little bit about the energy you brought into, as he said, as we know on air, kind of a sluggish start. We've had some slow starts, but this just looked like no energy, and it looks like you brought out that energy in the team, and then after that, defense was on point, everything was on point. You play a natural leadership position in the football field. How do you equate that over to here coming off the bench for the team?
I mean, just give it everything I got, and I wouldn't say it's just me. We got a lot of good players coming off the bench that bring a lot of energy too.
Excellent, excellent. So start out 2 for 2. It looked like the baseline 15-footer, the mid-range jumper, and that's kind of been your bread and butter dating back to last year. In a day and age where you hear about even the pros talking about everybody either wants to dunk or shoot Steph Curry 33s, you play that kind of 15, 18-foot mid-game that really no one plays. What got you interested in that? Because I can't imagine it's just coaching. That sounds like something from when you were a kid.
Easier shots to make.
Easier than 22 feet, I hear that. So I asked Coach Sheets the same question. Now you turn around and you got a very long early bus ride. How do you guys, and same right thing applies to football, how do you guys stay focused on, I mean, this is one of the longer, this is probably the longest regular season trip we take. How do you stay focused? Because I'm sure, according to the girls, the bus isn't all that comfortable. It shocked me. I thought you had heated seats and whole 9 yards. How do you stay focused on that? And also stay loose, because as a 50-year-old man, I'd be crying in pain on my back.
It's rough sometimes, but we just get our naps in early, get the music playing, get hyped up and then just start stretching as soon as we get off.
And as a player and whatnot with this team, it's second year really full-time with varsity. What can you say is what is that early season? You played all the top 5 teams in the East. Some we were able to hang with. Some are really difficult. I mean, Laramie looks every bit of number 1, right? And then you transition from that high, fast pace. How does that help you when you come into the Western side of things?
Well, we got kind of a young team. All those other guys, they're a little older. This is our first time playing together, but we just start going up right off the bat and then build up the chemistry more and more. And then the harder games we play makes the other games easier, I guess.
Well, great. And one of the things we've noticed is the physicality once you get into the West ramps up tremendously. So there's no 70-point games and people are taking each other's heads off in 40-point games. Football help you with that?
Oh, yeah. That's the fun part.
All right, well, we've had fun tonight. Second win in a row. We'll look for 3 in Afton on Saturday. Once again, congratulations to our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Blake Gambine. We'll be right back with the Click Your Ticket postgame show on KTAK.
Leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And welcome back. Our Gatorade Good Sport of the game. We're going to give to Brandon Monroe the absolute effort on defense that he showed tonight. I think really justifies that. So congratulations, Brandon Monroe. Good sport of the game. Great effort there for his teammates. And got 2 quick fouls, but also able to kind of rein those in and not get in foul trouble.
Yeah, and Monroe in that early stage of the game when the Wolverines were struggling to get the momentum going, he was struggling too, but he was showing a lot of endeavor and did help set that intention that then throughout the course of the game, the Wolverines as a team matched. It did feel like Monroe was a leader in that way tonight, just saying, hey guys, let's pick it up a little bit, hustle, run, and sure enough, they started hitting those fundamentals in the second half and ultimately ran away with the win.
All right, well, we're going to try and get out here real quick. We'll go to the Ranger scorebook. Leading all scores was Malachi Smith with 13. At least I think he led all scores. He did. Right behind him was Aiden Kelly with 11. Gambine with 6. Eric Smith with 5. Ryan Cox with 4. And Jackson and Hernandez both with 2. And the reason we're able to say that is Wetzel, who came in averaging in the mid-teens, gets 7 in that first quarter run, scored 2 the rest of the way out. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it's just impressive. At the end of the first quarter, 16-8. At the end of, and you're about to hear this, right, at the end of the half, 18-17 Riverton. Came all the way back, went on a 10-1 run, then won the third quarter 10-9, and then 17-7 to close things out. Your final score here, 45-33. We want to say thanks to our board up back at the mothership, Cassie Shields. Appreciate it. And we'll be over there in just a few moments. And we want to thank Austin for joining us tonight here. And for Austin Beckdoss, this is Kevin Shields. It'll be me and cameraman Connor making that long trip to Afton. We'll see you at 3 o'clock, probably about 2:45 for Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 and KTAK. Oh, I'm loud. Austin.
Yeah, just good to be here with you tonight to share a basketball game, Kevin. Entertaining pair of games. Glad to see Riverton pick up some wins. And, yeah, looking forward to continuing to follow along with all our Fremont County basketball teams as the season really heats up toward the later stages.
All right, once again, we'll be with you on Saturday for the games down in Star Valley. Till then, it's been Kevin Shields, Austin Beck-Doss. We'll see you next time on WYO Today and KTAK.
Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.